Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Ow, stop, stop,
Stop whining.
I can't breathe.
Stop whining. Stop whining.
Oh, my.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Oh, brother. Let's get right into the show, huh?
Sure.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Anthony?
Very well.
Are you all set over there with your internet and your email and your instant feedback? And
I'm on the backup computer. It's my primary computer totally cheesed up on me. And then I had to go through the password thing again, where I had to change my password because it's very secure around here at XM. Very secure. You're not allowed to have the same password for more than, I think, 15 minutes. You have to change it every 15 minutes or something. Ridiculous.
why do we have to have secure passwords, you and I?
I don't know. I've had the
Do they
same...
understand what we use this system for, the internet?
I read the
Show
instant
prep
feedbacks
and porno.
and pornography.
That's it.
I don't think it has to be all that secure for me. I don't care if other people use the computer.
We're not trading secret codes to launch missiles.
No. It's just the computer for instant feedback and pornography. Why do I have to change the password? My email account, I've had the same password for probably 8 years.
Same.
8 years, the same password.
Anyone broken in and done anything crazy to it?
Nope.
Of course not.
Not at all. And you know something? I know that password like the back of my hand. With this, you have to change the password.
Dude, you
and
don't
it's
even
often enough where you can't remember what your old password was. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the username is. If I had to do it every day, then I'd remember it. But it's like every couple of weeks, just long enough that you forget what it was. And I throw a hissy fit.
I think someone's got to tell us what the purpose is.
Computer diva.
I think someone's got to tell us what the purpose is of that. I don't really get it.
The purpose is, like you said, geeks.
The geeks want to take over the world.
They're geeks.
And they're getting more power every day.
They get into meetings with each other and bosses and decide they have to do this. They justify parts of their job with it. They feel superior over everybody by making them change passwords. They don't have to do that. I think it's a good idea if we have everyone change their password every 2 weeks. Oh, why? Well, it's more secure that way. Our system won't be compromised. Oh, okay.
Their brains are just wired differently than yours.
Yep.
And mine.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, let's be honest. A message to the geeks out there: we know you're smarter than us. You don't have to prove it on a daily basis.
You won.
You won. You don't have to come up with
bet.
these crazy systems. We get it. You're much smarter than us.
Much smarter, much smarter.
You eggheads are much smarter, but getting laid less. We get it.
We're sorry for banging chicks in high school while you went to your electronics club.
Right.
And the glee club.
And chess club.
And chess club. And you joined the mathletes.
We get it. You were one of the first ones to work on computers when the computers were as big as rooms. We understand now.
I remember I was very impressed when you printed out that Snoopy image using ones and zeros on the big piece of paper. Very impressive. Sorry I didn't really get a good look at it, but we were having sex. But years later, you win.
We were having sex at keg parties.
Right. That you weren't invited to. You were home trying to figure out a new computer language. And now, you're the top dog, okay? You won. Do we have to change our passwords every 2 weeks? Please. Could you stop that? Could you get over your rejection? Could you?
Please. All right.
Bastard.
Eric's in the studio looking like Ray Charles.
What's going on, Eric?
Not only does he have sunglasses on, he's not even looking at anyone. He's just looking down.
Because it hurts. My eye is killing me.
You got the pink eye back?
They're going
crazy.
It's whenever they do some kind of installation or instruction in this place, my eyes go nuts. And they put all the new shades and everything yesterday, and my eye just, it lost it. See?
Jesus, what's wrong
It's all
with you?
red.
Why don't you go home, man?
You should go to an
I had to come to work.
ophthalmologist or something.
Okay.
Is it leaking?
It's tearing a little bit. I just put new drops in there.
Did you go to an eye doctor?
Everyone's just moving away from him.
I did last time, but I'm still using the same medicine.
Maybe you should go to an eye doctor. Eyes are kind of important. It's not like fingers where if you lose one, it's okay.
You lose one. Oh, well.
You lose a finger, you're like, I got plenty more. As long as it's not a thumb, who cares? But one eye, it's like, you know, the old 757, you lose an engine. You know, there's some concern there because now you only have one.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make it around. Probably be able to land. Everything will probably work out fine, but you must really get concerned with that second engine.
You'll bump into a few things, but you'll make it around.
Right. Yeah, you won't have any depth perception. But who needs depth perception? When you hit something, you're close to it.
I've been bumping into stuff. I bumped into the elevator, into the door, because I got to keep that one eye shut all the time, so it's hard.
It's from the dust?
Whenever they do something that involves drilling into the ceiling or into the walls, my eye goes crazy. I don't know what's in it, what's in the air, but I haven't had this since October.
Really?
It was the last time that I had this, when they were doing all the major construction for the studio across the way. But now that they did this, my eye's all messed up again.
Sometimes toxic fumes sometimes get into your eye, too. I've noticed that sometimes if there's they have buildings with, like, gas in them or something. That could make your eye irritated.
You can wear an eye patch if you want.
Hey, where's Martini Steve?
Martini Steve.
I got to talk to him really fast.
Martini Steve.
I got to set him up so bad.
Uncomfortable.
Let's see. Oh, and we got to talk about why the show cut off at 10 yesterday as well.
Holy jeez. I was listening to the replay yesterday.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Joe Rogan, we're having a great time with him on the phone. And I listened to it. You know, being here is one thing. But when you're listening to it on the air and it just cuts off, I started laughing. I go, oh, boy, we just pissed off a whole nother group of people.
Oh, man.
Like the morning people that heard it live, pissed off.
Yeah.
And now you get the replay people, and I was listening along. I knew how this was going to end. And I'm like, right when it happened, I'm like, oh, there's a whole new batch pissed off.
And then you get the night people.
Night people pissed off. And I go to the instant feedback at home, and you just see, what the fuck, you guys stink. What the hell happened?
We're all in the same boat, though, because what happens is the phone cuts out here in the studio, so we don't even know the end of the story.
Everything cuts out.
All we know is some crazy drug story with Doug Stanhope that he was telling. What was it, DMT or?
Oh, I don't know what
some
it was.
Kind
some
of
type
psychedelic
of drug that they were taking.
Like the most powerful psychedelic ever. He said it's like mushrooms, I don't know, times a million or something like that.
And Joe's setting up the story.
And it was going well, man.
Building to a crescendo.
And then all of a sudden the show ended. And then we want to know the end of the story because screw you guys, you know.
Yeah.
As long as we find the end of the story, we could go home and live our lives.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the phone crapped out, too. I guess everything just turns off right at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock, this place just completely shuts down. The signal that's going out from us and the microphones, the computers, the telephone computers, we couldn't even call them back.
Right.
And pick it up. We had to go to another office.
So maybe sometimes he's up.
Yeah.
He's in L.A. If he's up, maybe he'll call and finish the story for everybody.
Sure.
It's like a cliffhanger. But a lot of people very pissed off that the show just dumped out at 10. Matt from PA, what's up?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey.
That's what I was calling about. It's the best interview you guys had since you guys come back on, and then we missed the end of it.
Now, that isn't saying much, by the way. It was a very good interview, but, you know, we got to look at our past performance of phone interviews. They've really stunk.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean, it sucks, man. I mean, these guys work for NASA, and they can't figure this stuff out.
Well, they figured it out. This is it's working exactly like they wanted it to.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, these geeks that run XM satellite radio, they don't really understand programming. So that they think logically it makes sense to just turn off everything right at 10 o'clock.
Right.
But if you do a radio show like ours, you know, every once in a while we're going to need the leeway to go late. We're just going to we just need that.
But here's the problem. Let's say we went an extra 5 minutes with Rogan to finish up the call. And it wouldn't, now the people that listen to the end of the show, they wouldn't be pissed off, right? Where's that 5 minutes coming from? The beginning of the next replay? So now you're going to get the replay people pissed off that they missed 5 minutes of the beginning of the show. So you're never going to make anyone happy. There's only so many, there's 24 hours in that day. You can't squeeze 24 hours 5 minutes into it. So there's really no way to go long without sacrificing.
I don't know about
that.
I mean, these geeks are very smart. These eggheads are very smart. They can figure out something that makes more sense.
Compress the show so we talk like this for a few minutes.
Make
everything go faster.
How about this?
Yeah.
At least allow us to continue the conversation with Joe Rogan.
And then figure it out later.
And then at least we have the end of the story. And then the next day we could just, start where we left off.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
So
then
there's got to be a way
it.
where, okay, the show ended, but we just continue talking.
Yeah, instead of shutting everything down.
We could have got another 10 minutes out of Joe Rogan, and then we could have played that today. Oh, this is what you missed yesterday. Here it is. Right. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, that's something we got to talk to the guys about, definitely. There's got to be a way where we can continue the show at 10 o'clock. Just taping us doing what we do.
Uncomfortable moments. Uncomfortable moments.
Where's Eric?
Where did Eric go?
It's in the other room.
Eric!
Uh-oh. You're not going to hang.
What?
You're not going to hang this on him, are you?
Eric!
Hang it on Steve.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Nothing.
We got the whole gang in here. It's Anthony, myself. We got Martini Steve.
It's Martini Steve. Martini Steve. It's Martini Steve.
We got Hurricane Ben.
It's Ben. Hurricane Ben. It's Ben.
And we got Eric.
Ben's song.
Sex Bagel.
He doesn't
Also
have a song.
known as the Hawk, who's got his sunglasses on. He's looking down. His eye is basically bleeding and leaking and pussing.
He's a mess. It's like an old poodle.
He's a mess.
His eye is like an old poodle's eye at some grandma's house. Just leaky.
He's a young go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
Works really hard on the show. Does a great job, Anthony.
Oh, he dropped my banana.
Great job. The new intern just dropped your banana?
Intern dropped my banana.
Good job, Travis.
Banana diva. Thank you, sir.
Should I wash it for you?
No, that's okay. It's got a peel on it.
You can never drop fruit, though, because then it gets just all mushy where it hits the floor.
Bananas are okay. They come with their own covering.
I don't know about that. Well, so,
oh, boy.
So,
I know.
Steve brought up an observation this morning.
Not yet.
What?
He's working on something?
Yeah, I'm working on something.
Oh, you're working on something?
Yeah.
How long will that take? About?
I was hoping it'd be done by now, but...
What are you working on?
I think I know.
Yeah.
Somebody went out?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone went out.
Yeah.
Oh, very mysterious.
Make things easier.
It's very mysterious around here, Anthony.
Someone went out to make things easier. You know?
Easier on everyone else?
Yeah, they went out for a purchase, I think.
Oh, all right. All right. I don't know what's going on.
You don't?
No, these guys got something going on behind the scenes.
Liar.
Liar. Liar. Dugout Doug, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, guys. Hey, it's not like we all don't understand that you guys are getting Major League Baseball in the spring, so you cut out a couple of those commercials in the replays. There's your 5 minutes.
I was thinking of that. If we did go long on the next replay, how about cutting out some of the crap that they run between our segments? But I think with all the computer stuff, they just have to run it as it is.
Yeah,
the geeks can figure it out.
No, the geeks could. I mean, these guys are just flat out brainiacs. They can figure out a better system. See, they've never really had like I don't know a show with personalities. That do things different. It's not just this isn't like a music channel where it just doesn't matter, and you know what I mean. And you can just keep resetting a computer or something. It's
right.
It's a talk show where, what if some unbelievable guest walks through here at 9:45?
Yeah, then what? We tell them, oh, sorry.
Sorry, we could do 8 to 10 minutes with you, and then you got to get out of here? So at the worst, we got to have a system where we could continue recording the program after it cuts off the air.
Right.
Well, we own your show. I'm punching out.
All right, buddy. Yesterday made that painfully obvious. Sometimes the show ends at 10 o'clock with the phone, somebody on the phone doing a "What did we learn?" or something stupid that just doesn't matter. But yesterday, Joe Rogan was telling what sounded like an unbelievable story, in which we still don't know the ending of, and it just cut out. Just cut out. I got hundreds of email overnight. Hundreds.
People were pissed. Completely pissed off. Yeah, there's a probe heading towards one of Saturn's moons as we speak, landing on it, sending back pictures and stuff. I think the geeks can figure out how to keep this studio running after 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I think they could work that out.
Oh, definitely. Jason in New Hampshire, what's up?
The show got cut off yesterday, but Robin, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
My jokes don't go over, I don't care.
I just don't
I don't care. I don't care. He
Opie
doesn't
and
care.
Anthony. I don't care.
I don't care.
All right, there. That's enough of that. So, bunch of things going on today. Prince Charles is ordered to. Prince Charles orders Harry to go to Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
Is this getting a little out of control now?
A little out of control. I mean,
we were telling the story yesterday. Harry there went to some kind of costume party. It was pretty much a Halloween party.
Yeah,
pretty much, even though it's not Halloween, obviously.
Some English Halloween, I
we've
guess.
all been to Halloween parties. I mean, the costumes get just very outrageous.
They stink. I hate costume parties. Ugh.
Dude, there's pictures of you dressing up for Halloween all over the
internet.
internet.
But I do it like as a goof. Well, we did that BCN thing. That's about it. It's not the only time I've dressed up for a Halloween party.
The BCN thing?
Yeah,
you dressed up for that?
Yeah, remember I dressed like a...
pirate or something?
I think I was some Renaissance guy.
Oh, you were a
like
Renaissance
I was Renaissance
fag.
man.
Right.
Yeah, I had a sword and everything.
Well, there's a picture of you at the Hard Rock Cafe also dressed up as a pirate or something.
Yeah.
Some
kind of...
so that's two, Anthony.
Again, I had to use my sword. Okay.
How many more costumes have you worn on Halloween?
Let me think. I think I went to a costume party. Yeah, I probably have gone to a few more than I would like to acknowledge. Yeah, okay.
So, he used bad judgment, obviously, Prince Harry, and he decided to dress up as a Nazi soldier.
Yeah. He's dressed as a soldier.
I've seen a lot worse at Halloween parties. A lot worse. And now they're making a huge deal about it. Huge deal.
We've been to costume parties where people are dressed as Osama bin Laden. That's like a big costume around these
in New York
parts.
City, that was one of the hot ones the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Put the rag on your head, you put on the big beard, and you're Osama bin Laden. You're going around, hi, I'm the guy that killed a bunch of your people. Not 6 million, but it was kind of a sensitive subject, but no one really gets blown out of proportion. And then Harry puts a swastika on his arm. Pretty bad taste.
It's bad taste, bad judgment, but I don't think it means that he's supporting
I don't think
Nazism
it's
or
not like
whatever you want to call it.
They're calling him like the Harry the Nazi, and what was the headline in I guess the Post?
Yeah, where's the Post? I read it to Anthony, and we were laughing.
Raging Charles orders Nazi Harry to tour Auschwitz. Nazi Harry. It's not like he's really a Nazi. He's not going to white supremacist meetings and.
Give me the Daily News, please. Because they're all calling him a Nazi now just because he wore the Nazi uniform at a party.
Yeah, bad taste, bad judgment, probably just because he's the prince. But it's a stupid costume.
And Prince Charles has now ordered him to take a private tour of Auschwitz.
Why would? And they also told him to go see Schindler's List.
Did he really?
Yeah.
So
he to go see Spielberg's movie Schindler's List.
So he understands the sensitivity of of this.
I haven't seen Schindler's List, by the way. Can you believe that?
Really?
I've never seen it.
It's a great movie.
I gotta rent it.
It really is a great movie. Very sad.
That's what I hear.
Very sad.
I don't like those depressing movies, though, sometimes. Does it end happy?
No.
Does some people get out?
Oh.
Some people get out, right?
Yeah, I guess.
They're on the list, right? It's Schindler's List. Is that what the movie's about? And people get out? Oh, okay. So it's happy.
Right. Well, that's the big story in New York today, that he's going to go to Auschwitz for a tour.
That's the front page.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do they do? They do tours over there?
Yeah.
Do they do tours?
What do you mean, Eric? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on it.
You've been on the Auschwitz tour?
You've been on the Auschwitz tour, and where is that, Poland?
It's creepy as
You
hell.
went?
Yeah.
How the hell?
When, where, why, how?
99.
1999.
Mm-hmm. You go. We were doing a whole bus tour through Europe, and we got there, and it's really eerie because there's a smell that you can't define. Still, that lingers over
I
that
think we
place.
can define the smell. I think it's easy to figure that out.
You just walk through.
interesting.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
It's very dank, and you just walk through, and you just get chills as soon as you walk through those main gates with the bus and everything else. And they're just walking. They don't take you to everything. They just show you a few little things.
Yeah.
But
not a souvenir stand or anything, right?
No.
Because I figure with a tour it would be, like
Auschwitz
we're used to
t-shirts
tours.
and-
Like you hop in a little car that drives around like a people mover.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that?
No, they've got these signs posted in different areas explaining what was at this particular section. Like, say a building has been condemned or they took it down for some reason, that this was the holding pen. This was where they would eat. This was the guards' bathrooms. This is the actual chamber. And very creepy.
Can't believe he went.
I know. I thought he was just talking out of his ass.
No, there's a lot of people who go on those tours.
Did it make you, I don't know, change your opinions or feelings about anything? Did it affect you? I don't know.
Change your opinion?
Not like he's going from one extreme to the other. I'm not saying like he's a Jew-hating anti-Semite.
You could have chose your words a little better.
Did it change him?
It made it sound like like beforehand. It was like that whole thing was overrated.
No, that's what I mean. I'm not talking going from one extreme to the other. I'm talking about like change you in a way that you now have a different outlook on this, or different.
I mean, you go. I don't know what it is, but when you walk through, you know what's happened already before you see everything, and the hair just stands on end. And it wasn't just me; a lot of other people were feeling it too. And
I would say pretty much everybody.
You walk out of there, how can you not? I mean, not that I'm not like anti-Jewish or anything, but I walked in there and you come back out and it's like, oh my God, now you fully understand just from hearing, because it was, way over there.
Yeah.
And before my time, but now you got a real appreciation of it from seeing what they did.
An appreciation.
You appreciate what the Nazis did? Is that what you just said?
No.
Oh my God, that's outrageous.
Of what?
You're outrageous.
You're a shock jock. You have an appreciation for what they did?
It's awful.
Not for what they did, for what has happened.
Right.
An understanding.
You appreciate what happened.
Never mind. I can't wait.
No?
And they say I mispronounce. Oh my God! I don't think the word appreciation should be anywhere near your experience.
He appreciates what happened there. He's very appreciative of what happened at Auschwitz. That's pretty much what I heard. That's what I'm taking away from this.
He has an appreciation. All right, well. Want to try to explain yourself a little better?
Yeah.
Okay, bad choice of words.
All right,
let's try again.
A better...
Take the Nazi armband off while you're talking about this, too.
A better understanding of what has happened.
A better understanding of what has happened. Okay.
That's a little better, I think.
All right. You understand what happened there at Auschwitz. Okay.
Why would you understand?
All right. No, that's good. So you think Harry will get a better appreciation for what happened there if he goes visit?
And he'll understand.
Understand, maybe be a little more sensitive. Has it made you a little more sensitive to Jewish people?
Not that I wasn't beforehand.
All right. What do you have against the Jewish people?
Nothing.
You live in Brooklyn. There's a lot of Jewish people that live in Brooklyn.
I have no problems with them.
A lot of Hasidic live there.
I actually haven't seen those yet.
Did you maybe wave one through traffic where you would have maybe cut him off and flipped him the bird? But then do you think back to your appreciation for Auschwitz and all that happened there, and then you just let him in maybe? No?
No.
All right.
No.
I'm just trying to get a feel for it.
Eric has an appreciation for Auschwitz.
You have to pardon
That's what I learned today.
Pardon my ignorance. I haven't been there. I didn't stand on that ground, look around, and get that deep appreciation for...
Hopefully we could go on a field trip and appreciate just as well as you.
Yeah, yeah.
And have an understanding.
The most I can even think of...
what they did.
The closest thing I could think of is going down to the Ground Zero. Right here in Manhattan. World Trade Center. And look at that site and go, wow, I really appreciate what happened here. You could picture doing that. Get a true appreciation.
Let's go to Brett. Hey, Brett, what's up? Brett?
Yeah?
Hello.
That's you. Let's go.
Is Eric still there?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Eric, you need to get off that shit. I mean, think about everything else that's happened in the world. Think about what happened to the Cherokees in Georgia. Do you see any fucking Cherokee burial memorial you can drive through in the United States?
Uh-oh. I think this guy's kind of downplaying the Holocaust.
This shit happens everywhere. It happens all the fuck over the place, and it's ridiculous.
I don't know. That was kind of a pretty gruesome example of genocide, my friend. He hung up?
Yeah, we're done with him. Voy in Jersey. What's up, Voy?
Good morning, gentlemen. Long time. Anyway, I lived 100 miles away from Auschwitz. You want to talk about traumatizing a fucking 11-year-old kid when they took us on a field trip there? It was unfucking believable.
That's it, huh?
Well, no, not well. You know, I thought you would ask a question or something. You know, whatever.
No.
You know, whatever Eric's saying, you know, about the place was truly unbelievable.
All right. Thank you, bro. His phone's a little hard to understand. Yeah. I was out of that one. Jim in Brooklyn, what's up?
Hey, guys, now let me see if I got this straight. From what Eric just said, he understands why the Nazis did this. That's what he got out of the talk.
You said you understand. You have an understanding.
Yeah, what do you mean by you have an understanding?
I'm not going to win. Anyway,
no, you
no
might.
matter how I try to phrase this, it's going to come out
you
wrong.
You might if you choose your words wisely.
I think what he meant is he doesn't agree with the Nazis did, but he understands.
Have a good day, guys.
You have an understanding of what goes on. So you don't not necessarily, you wouldn't have handled the situation the same way the Nazis did, but you understand.
That is not what I'm saying.
That isn't? Okay,
no.
man, I'm confused again.
All right, when you grow up and you read about it and you learn about it and you see the movie and everything, okay, that's fine. But when you're actually at the site where everything has happened,
right?
You just it's very overcoming. You know, you sit there and you're just like, oh my God, this is the actual play. It seems more real based on it seems more real actually being there than compared to having learned about it and seen the movie.
So you went many years thinking it wasn't real.
No. I knew it was real.
Oh, all right. I misheard because it sounded like, you know, you were kind of like, that didn't really happen, the Holocaust. And then once you go to Auschwitz, then you understand what the Nazis did and appreciate it.
And you saw the movie. Is there an official movie?
Schindler's List.
The movie.
The movie.
The official movie of Auschwitz.
All right.
All right.
Sure,
I think I understand now.
We're going to take a very quick break, Anthony, and we're going to continue.
Yes, we are.
Steve wants to bring up something.
Why is it me?
Wow. Steve wants to bring up something?
I didn't.
You were the one telling everybody.
I didn't introduce this.
You were the one telling everybody.
Did you get your package?
Yeah, I did.
All right, we'll get into that next.
7202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Very busy show today.
Wow, that gave me a lot of time to finish my bagel.
Very short breaks, huh? Oh, you thought that was a long break?
Well, with the song, with the mashup in there, I was able to stuff my face.
Let's go to Javalog J. Oh, man. What's up, bro?
Oh, and hey, what's up, man?
How are you?
Hey, man.
Hey, I think you guys put together a quality program, and I love to listen to it every day. I've been a fan since 2000. But there's some mornings where, you know, me and my companion like to, you know, huddle around the old fire, the old crackling Java log, and listen to you guys. But sometimes I feel like I need a fucking decoder ring just to understand you guys.
Yeah, we understand that. It's a direction we have gone with the radio show. We used to explain everything ad nauseum. And now, you know, there's things we just don't feel like explaining. But I got to tell you this, everything does get wrapped up nicely. The longer you listen, you know, things make sense.
And the decoder ring, if you will, is actually websites. You could go to foundrymusic.com or any of the number of message boards.
Whackbag.com, opieanthony.net.
Yeah, and get an answer to any question about this show. What things mean, you know, what these slang terms mean, little inside jokes. It's all available out there.
All right. Great to hear you back on.
All right, thanks, bro.
This show is a big puzzle.
Out, bro.
You think it's a
big
puzzle?
Big puzzle sometimes, and you got to search out the pieces elsewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes all the pieces aren't available on this show itself. You got to go to the internet. We're like a school project. You have to do your research in order to completely understand it and get a good grade.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. All right, Martini Steve heading back into the studio.
Yeah, certainly is. He's on fire.
It's Martini Steve.
We're all very distracted because we got here like we do around 5 a.m. and we're show prepping and looking at audio and, listening to audio and looking at the pictures and going through the newspapers and just trying to get the whole show together. Mm-hmm. And Steve, started talking about a member of the show to everybody, Anthony.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a big mouth.
Yeah, because that's my thing. I'm the gossipy big mouth one.
I'm not a gossipy guy.
No, not at all.
You know that Ben's the gossip guy.
Well, no, okay, bad reference because Ben didn't do anything. But I just agreed with something. All of a sudden, this is my problem.
This is pretty much what amounts to an intervention.
This is pretty much
like an intervention.
This is pretty much what's called an uncomfortable situation.
Right. Probably have them around the workplace all the time.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that have this type of problem around the workplace constantly and don't know what to do about it. And if you've ever read Ann Landers or those advice people that sometimes they get written in with problems like this, and they say, look, you're doing the person a favor, just confront them with it.
Right.
All right? You think that's a good way to go?
I guess.
It's kind of an intervention.
It's going to be very uncomfortable, so we might as well bring the whole staff in here to make it even more uncomfortable.
I personally hadn't noticed.
Well,
Opie said he had noticed for a while.
Long time.
A long time. Steve concurred.
Yeah, I agreed.
Wholeheartedly.
I agreed. Well, it's just when you're working in close quarters with people, you notice, certain, quirks and certain habits. And, after a while, something bubbles to the surface and, fans out across the room, and you have to address it.
Does anyone have a clue as to what this might be about?
Anyone?
Without saying it. Anyone?
Who wants to
raise? It's okay.
Show of hands.
Show of hands.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows because he was helping.
Eric, show of hands.
And do you know what this is about at all? No?
Ben,
No.
do you know?
I know.
All right,
Ben knows. I know.
I know. Okay.
Wait, everyone raise their hand that knows.
All right.
Steve,
Ben,
Ben,
2, 3,
Nathaniel,
4,
the
5.
intern, Derek. The new young go-getter has no clue. It's only his second day. Danny has no idea.
Danny.
So then obviously it's either Danny or Eric.
Why?
Because they're the only ones that
knows.
They're the only ones not raising their hands.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
All right. So, holy shit. This is really uncomfortable.
He's going to lunge across here with a knife.
This is really uncomfortable.
Basically,
Steve, this was your thing.
Horse shit.
God, yeah. Opie.
Come on.
57th is right downstairs. Take Steve out. Plenty of buses drive by.
Exactly.
You could just launch him under a wheel.
Exactly.
Why do it figuratively when you could do it literally?
Exactly.
This was Steve's thing. So,
yeah,
Steve,
what's you have a bag in front of you?
I got a bag in front of me. Basically,
there's something in there. Now, if you pulled out the contents of that bag, wouldn't everybody now
it would be
on to
alarmingly
what this is probably about?
It would
alarmingly
be
obvious.
Alarmingly obvious. Basically, we all run around and shout ideas to each other, and you're especially when you come in the morning, sometimes you haven't had time to prepare adequately. Sometimes you haven't, if you wake up late, you might not get a shower. Sometimes
that
you forget
happens,
to
sure.
daily hygiene.
I came in once without a shower.
Sure, it happens. It
Anthony?
happens every once in a while.
Oh, you shower at night,
of course,
right?
yeah.
But sometimes it's a little bit more chronic, if you will. And in this case, it's with Eric.
Look at Eric. Look at him. He just freaked out and rolled backwards in his chair, looked up and went, what?
This is
like
about
he can't
me?
believe it's about him.
All right, hold on, Eric.
He insisted it was about Danny.
Eric, you thought it was Danny?
I didn't know.
All right, get on mic, Eric.
I have no idea what it
Eric's
was.
Eric's having a tough morning. He's pretty much admitted he appreciates the Nazis, and now this is going to get a lot worse.
Do you notice Danny? See, Danny, we
leaking.
faked this all out by bringing Danny in at first. He thought it was about him.
Danny.
What you
No,
thought?
you're
I couldn't
safe.
imagine what it could possibly be. I was shitting myself.
Yeah. What was going
It's
on?
about your shitting yourself problem, Danny.
What was going on in your head?
I was just trying to think of anything that I might have done wrong, and I thought I've been behaving.
Having sex with Lacey in my bedroom. That's what it was, Danny.
Crap, I was
Sit down,
freaking.
Danny.
Eric, so it's to you now.
Uh-oh.
And there's about 8 people in the studio
He's
looking on.
He's
You have any
freaking.
Eric, you have any idea? It's not your leaky eye.
No,
that's
nothing to do with his
pussing.
eye.
It's not leaky eye.
No, you can't help that.
That happens.
Eric, any idea?
No.
No idea.
Come on, play along. What do you think? If you had to guess. Something that people.
You're walking over to somebody, and
Steve's not the only one. When he brought it to my attention, I was like, Jesus. I was like, now that I think about it, you're right.
Eric will walk up to either Ben or I, and we're typing stuff in on the prep sheet, and he'll have like a stack of papers. Oh, don't forget to add this, or don't forget to add this piece of information. And all of a sudden, you get the inviting waft of Staten Island in your face.
Oh boy! Oh, look at him! Oh no, I can't look! I can't look!
And so,
oh, is this uncomfortable?
As a humane gesture, I sent Nathaniel down to Dwayne Reed to pick up some, a few common items that we can have here in house. So just in case Eric's rushing,
he just threw the mic. He just tossed the mic. It's so
just in case Eric's in a hurry, because I know he's got a long commute in the morning.
It's, I got to defend Eric. Steve, I think this is brutal that you would do this in front of everybody.
Jesus! Like it's my idea.
I do want to defend Eric. The guy probably, puts in about 16 hours for this radio show every day.
Exactly.
Maybe he just doesn't have time.
Well, now he can, because as of right now, he will now have his own.
What do you got?
His own tartar control toothpaste.
You got some Colgate.
His own toothbrush.
It's a toothbrush. What are the bristles on that? Is it medium, soft?
This is awful.
Gem head, soft.
Still soft.
Okay. So he doesn't
all the way up.
hurt his gums. He's got some scope.
Oh, scope.
and so that he doesn't get any buildup in between the teeth, which often can cause halitosis. You get some reach, some waxed dental floss.
Dental floss.
So this can now be kept here, Eric. Here, you want to hand that to him?
All right. The whole time, his head is now in his hands.
His head is in his hands. He's kind of hitting the counter, and he's turning red.
Tapping with the other hand.
His face now matches his kind of red shirt that he's wearing
today. Hat brim pulled down so you can barely see the sunglasses covering his leaky eye. And a very unhappy look on his face.
Yeah,
that was considerate.
In front of huge amounts of people.
Yeah, Steve, you're a real swell guy in front of the whole nation.
Yeah.
As we said before, I'm sure this happens, though, in workplaces all around the country. And it is best to just step up, I guess, and, take care of it.
Hey, sometimes you walk in and your tucked-in shirt is a little bit uncomfortable for people, so you have to learn to untuck your shirt. Untuck your shirt.
Yeah, Eric Logan's got to learn how to untuck his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, when he came down to the blackjack table in Vegas, I was like, what are you doing? Untuck that shirt.
Tucking.
But, Eric, you came in, you ran in, and you were placing all the CDs down on the latest audio for today's show. What is this?
Brush your teeth. Top and back, front, bottom, in between. Brush your teeth. Top and back, front, bottom, in between. Now brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Top and back, front, bottom, in between. Brush your teeth. Top and back, front, bottom, in between. Now brush your teeth. Come on. Brush your teeth. Brush your
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Top and back, front, bottom, in between. Brush your teeth.
All right.
Top and back, front, bottom, in
Very good pickup. I think that was Derek, huh?
Derek?
Danny and Derek came up with that. Very nice, guys.
Maestros.
So, yeah, while you were getting the studio ready, Anthony kind of looked over to me and noticed, too.
I didn't say anything. I want to make it clear, I didn't say a word until somebody else said something to me.
But you agreed wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I agreed with you,
All right.
of course. Yeah. Oh, well, the instant feedbacks are just pouring in.
Uh-oh.
Anal sex breath bagel. Hawkatosis. Perhaps the new name, garlic sex bagel.
Why did everyone leave the studio?
Club Stinky Breath.
Is it that uncomfortable?
Yeah, I think
here?
it was that tense in here that everybody had to clear out.
He's not really looking up yet.
No, he's pretty pissed off.
No.
Eric, do you have anything to say?
Just tapping his pen like a lunatic.
Wow.
You all right, Eric?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. I heard some shake in that voice.
Oh. I don't care.
I don't care.
Don't care.
Eric, you're not going to cry.
No.
There's no crying in radio.
Wow,
There's
is
no
he
crying
angry?
in radio.
Oh,
I appreciate it. I really do.
He's looking down.
Well, you just keep it here.
Picking up your...
Eric, it's called being in the barrel. This is probably the first time you've ever
this
been in
isn't
the...
the first time.
When was the last time?
Let's see. There was the fire alarm incident.
Oh.
No, that was like real life. We were really pissed off. That had nothing to do with being in the barrel, and we moved on from that. I mean, you've been just kicking ass ever since.
Then I guess yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm stuck in my head.
No, this is the first time.
Okay, so suggestion noted.
Dude, no big deal. You know, people think you have bad breath. People think I'm gay because of the Javalog thing. Trust me, it could be worse.
Opie, I don't think people really think you're gay.
All right, good. Thank you, Anthony.
I really
thanks for sticking up for me.
So.
You all right, Eric?
Well, yeah, I'm fine.
Any thoughts? Thoughts and prayers?
Are you going to go give it a test run in the bathroom?
Sure, if you want me to.
Well, I don't want anyone to do anything.
Oh. What?
Nothing.
What?
I don't want anyone to do anything. I just thought, if he wants to,
yeah,
then he could go into the bathroom.
Oh my God, Eric,
could
pick up your toothbrush, your toothpaste, the mouthwash, and the dental floss, and just
your eye drops.
Your eye drops for your leaky eye. And just walk away.
Just hit the old bathroom. 60 degrees in New York today. I hope Ben opened up the window. There he goes. He's heading for the door.
With his head down.
Walking out with his handful of dental hygiene products. I'm sure. Is he? Give a peek, Ben. See if he's out and in the bathroom. Is he gone?
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Jesus Christ, that was the most uncomfortable moment. It had to be done. It had to be done.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Today, I've noticed for a while, and today
you did?
Yeah, today I got nauseous.
He didn't work. He doesn't really work near me in any capacity.
And that's
He'll
why you
come
have
over.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty alone over here in the corner. But he's constantly over by Opie, giving him like CDs and paperwork and stuff. And then Steve, he's constantly working with Steve.
In all fairness, what it comes down to is that he wakes up and just comes right to work.
Exactly. I guess he just runs in.
Like you shower the night before because you don't have a lot of time to get yourself together.
And it's not like I'm sleeping so many hours. Yeah, and I'm not going to wake up and then shower. So.
And we've all had bad breath at one time or another, but it's becoming a regular thing and
very chronic.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, of course, because
from the bathroom.
Yeah, because we're all dicks when it comes down to it. That's why everyone works here. Nathaniel ran with a telephone and followed young Eric into the bathroom. Nathaniel.
Yeah.
What's going on in there?
I'm looking at a man with a leaky eye giving me the finger.
We are just dicks. We just rub it in and rub it in and rub it in. Is he using the products, Nathaniel?
Yeah, he seems to be familiar with their use.
Is he doing it properly? Is he really getting the back teeth? And
yeah, he put the brushy end in first, so that's good. Right?
All right.
This is very good. Okay.
Is he doing up and down in the front?
This is good. He's focusing on the tongue.
Oh,
very
tongue
good.
is very
Okay.
important. You should have got a tongue scraper for him too.
Oh, yeah.
They have those little things that scrape the gap off your tongue.
So,
yeah. Remember, brush up and down. How does that song go?
Yeah, let's hear that
Let
song
me hear
again.
the song. Perhaps it'll help him out.
As Nathaniel reports from the bathroom as Eric brushes his teeth in front of the whole nation, Anthony. By the way, Nathaniel is hosting Brother Joe's show tonight at the Hard Rock Cafe here in New York City.
Oh, yeah. I had the paperwork somewhere.
Nathaniel, you doing a little stand-up tonight?
Hopefully not.
Going to host at Hard Rock Cafe, world's best tribute bands, Monsters of Mock.
He just threw water at me.
He threw water at you.
Yeah.
Got a Live Wire AC/DC band and Kiss Nation, a Kiss tribute band at the New York City Hard Rock Cafe. Free admission. 10 p.m. start time. It's over 3 hours of live music. And our own Nathaniel at the Hard Rock Cafe tonight at 10 p.m. Free admission.
All right. Anything else going on in there, Nathaniel?
He's moved on to the scope.
Scope? Wasn't that a little quick for the brush?
I'm thinking it might be a little quick.
Yeah, it wasn't the 88 prescribed 2 minutes.
No.
He's got a radio show to be a part of.
Nathaniel, tell him he's got to go for a second coat.
Anthony is saying he must go for a second coat.
It's not quite long enough with the... Uh-oh. He's pissed.
What do you say, Nathaniel?
I believe the direct quote is, "What the fuck?"
All right, let him scope and then he can leave.
Can I back away now?
Yes, you can back away.
All right.
All right, thank you. Nathaniel reporting live from the bathroom.
Dude, he is legitimately pissed off.
Oh, he is irate.
No one ever likes hearing that.
No. Good for Steve for bringing this to our attention today.
Oh, hang him out.
Jesus. Oh, I walk in here with yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, your turn. What?
You know what? Maybe this came from me, maybe. But you had a lot of enjoyment.
Yeah, I did. You know what?
Getting an intern to run to Dwayne Reed.
Okay, yeah.
You had no problem facing Eric and telling him.
No,
I really didn't. You know, Eric is working his ass off, and he constantly is bringing stuff, bringing in audio, bringing in news clips.
By ass, you don't mean mouth, right?
What'd I say?
He's working his ass off.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You don't mean mouth.
Yeah.
No,
not at all. But it's just after, 57 times of this, shit wagon scent hitting you in the face, you just...
Oh, my God.
You just get like, all right, dude, go away. Just leave me alone.
Wasn't that funny when he was talking about Auschwitz and said that this smell stuff, and we knew what we were going to talk about when he said it. We all started laughing. That was whole Auschwitz mouth.
That was great to have everybody in here, and then slowly but surely he's realizing, it's either me or Danny.
Oh, isn't that the worst? He's looking around like, it couldn't be me. He's got his arms folded, all confident, like, I can't wait to tool on Danny.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
He might be pissed off because he was in the barrel, but he would have jumped right on the pile and went after Danny if it was Danny. Anthony, what's going on?
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, man.
Good for you, Steve. Don't take no fucking crap from nobody. Stand up. It's fucking inconsiderate. Halitosis bagel floating around the whole fucking office. That's horrible. That's just like the fucking dirtbag who doesn't wipe their ass all the way and they stink like shit the whole fucking
Oh, cranky ass?
Yeah, cranky swamp ass.
That is really nasty when someone's got cranky ass.
We used to do a bit on our old show where we would break bad news to people. Maybe we should do that today if someone has a really good one.
Someone who walks around like that is either inconsiderate or ignorant. And either way, they got to be fucking told and put in their face. Good for dropping the bomb, Steve. Good for you.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Punch it out.
We used to break bad news. Remember that, Anthony?
Yeah, I think we did one with some guy had a bad toupee on around the office, and we called him up and told him, just knock it off. You're not fooling anybody.
Right.
Bad breath's a good one. Yeah, swamp ass. Someone around your office is pissing you off because they're ruining everybody's little work day with maybe hygiene or habits or something like that. Yeah, we'd be willing to break the news to them. What the hell? We do it here on our own program.
Sure. Dan in Warren. What's up, Dan?
Hey, we had this retarded kid in high school. He used to go out for sports and stuff, big shit stains in his pants. But he stunk in general, and his nickname was Enrique.
Enrique?
Oh, with the emphasis on reek in the middle of his name?
Yeah, his name was Eric, so we called him Enrique.
That's
Enrique.
Great.
That's
Very
it, guys.
Nice. All right, let's Chuck from Montana, what's up?
Yeah, bad breath is the first sign of gastric reflux. No matter how much you brush.
Oh, his
phone, bro.
Phone sucks, but he's saying it might be acid reflux.
All right, enough of that. Poor Eric. Now he's like kind of just keeping to himself in the office,
feeling like a little outcast.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't think thank God he wore his sunglasses today, Anthony. He's gonna
I know.
He's not going to be able to look anyone in the eye.
Thank God for that leaky eye.
So, Jim Norton is at Zany's in Chicago, the one in Vernon Hills, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Norton's not here today, but we found a replacement.
Could you honestly call him a replacement?
I don't know. He's filling in for Jim Norton today.
Filling the void, yes.
Filling the void. We figured, Anthony and I could do the show without anyone else if we
We've
had
done
to.
it many years.
But, this new format, it's a three-guy thing, and we figured give some other people a chance to get a lot of mic time when Norton, from time to time, Norton's going to hit the road to do his comedy
gigs. He's a working comic.
So, Rich Voss is filling in today.
Oh, listen. Yeah, you hear that? The country go,
oh man!
Oh, I could actually hear it through the windows. Oh.
So, that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We brought in Jim Norton's Yellow Discipline CD.
Nice.
Here, what do you want to
have
hear?
a little piece of Jimmy right here.
What do you want to hear as we go to break?
I don't know. Oh, there should be times on these, shouldn't there?
Well, they're all kind of short.
Are they?
Yeah. What piques your interest out of those titles?
Just looking at the titles, Sex and Racism.
Sex and Racism? What track is that?
That would be track 9.
Okay.
We could play a few of these throughout the day.
Yeah, we'll feature Jim Norton's CD today for him. Yellow Discipline. You can get it off eatabullet.com.
Because a Britney log looks like it could be funny.
Yeah, and he's playing Zanies in Vernon Hills in Chicago all this weekend. But here's Jim Norton.
You have to excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. I hope. Nowadays, you sniffle, you start going over your entire history. Oh, the condom broke with her, and he was Haitian, and he was Haitian, and... Plus, I think we have a lot less racism in our part of the country, because people are pretty used to each other. We all get used to seeing each other's dumb faces on a daily basis. None of us are shocked. I think sex is the cure for racism. Because people are the same when they're naked. People react the same. I've slept with white girls, black girls, Spanish girls. There's no difference. None of them enjoyed it. Women of all races and creeds agree that I have the sex appeal of leukemia.
Commune with nature. And Opie and Anthony.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Feel the love.
XM News, talk, sports, and information. It's everything, all the time. XM 202.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Calling all freaks.
Oh, you fuckers are funny, man. I got to go right to the phones. Got to say hi to Dave on Long Island. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Steve was going to hit Ben with some hair products on Monday. And then they can go and freshen up in the bathroom together.
Keep the nest down, yeah.
That's going to be Steve's next project, to get gel for Ben.
Well, fireworks.
A little mousse. Very good, Dave. Thank you. And real fast, we got to go to Kay. Is this a girl? Hey. Is this a girl? Kay?
Carrie.
Carrie?
Yes.
Are you a girl?
Yes, I'm a girl.
We love girls.
I'm a trucker girl.
Awesome. We want more women to call this damn program. What, the women can't afford XM or something? We had a lot of women listening to us when we were on commercial radio.
Come on, girls.
We love girls.
I'm even better because I'm a trucker girl.
All right, cool.
Well,
so what do you got
slow
today?
down.
I just have to say that I once quit a job because I worked with somebody. The manager just had this frank, awful, but I quit. I couldn't handle it.
You quit a job because of it?
Yeah, well, it wasn't a very good job, but it was a job.
But you quit because the boss stank.
His mouth, he just had really bad breath.
Wow.
But that's kind of mean to do that, Derek.
I agree,
We
man.
agree.
Maybe Steve just had a bad night or something. I don't know. I had to take it out on someone. So, all right. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Was a little insensitive.
Huh?
Was a little insensitive to bring up on the air.
It was really uncomfortable. But
Steve is brutal.
Yeah.
What, is that what this mic? What's this mic stink from?
Right.
This is horrible. Was somebody eating the back of my ear?
Oh,
Brutal.
Oh.
Is that your breath?
Right, dude.
Jesus
He
Christ.
took care of the problem. Look, he's chewing gum and everything.
Chewing gum. Your breath would smell better if you blew somebody. It's horrible.
I just told
Jesus Christ.
the poor kid that it was over.
It's not over. Look, he's got to wear sunglasses so his eyes don't tear.
No, he's got another problem with an eye today.
He's got leaky eye.
Leaky eye. It's pussing. It's
all red.
What? Your eye is pussing and your breath. Jesus Christ.
Dude, you're brutal because, we go to break. I run to the bathroom. I take a leak. I see Eric on the way back in. I'm like, dude, it's over. It's cool,
How does your
way
eye
to take
leak?
it?
How does an eye just start leaking?
Well, get on Mike, Eric. He's got like pink eye or something. When they do construction around here, like the dust and stuff irritates
It's
his
not
eye.
pink eye because pink eye is really contagious.
Let me see it.
But yeah, check it out.
Oh, it's not leaking as you just rubbed it?
Oh my God.
Man, Eric.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's my day, isn't
Ben's
it?
load flew in your eye, didn't it? Tell the truth. That's horrible looking.
It's all red and like leaky.
Isn't that gross?
It looks like grandma's poodle. Like if you have a grandma that had a little poodle, their eyes are always red and leaking. Mm.
You're falling. How old are you?
26.
Jesus, you're a mess. Out of shape. Pinky eye. Smelly breath.
Dude, he's on the border of crying. Let him be.
Does he really? Do you have a girlfriend?
What?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Really? Maybe you could find somebody whose other eye is pink. Pink eye couple.
What's going on, Voss?
Oh, nothing. I just got back into town.
Yeah. You did?
I was in, we flew down to West Palm. Have you ever, listen, I'm a Jew. I was on this plane.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, it was like 300 Jews, 90 years and above. I swear to God, I thought they were casting Cocoon 2 in Florida. I swear to God, I thought it was a spaceship to heaven. Okay? I go, I'm going to die on this plane. It was like the fucking Flemmobile. That's all you heard. And I swear to God, when they landed, the pilot goes, does anybody need a wheelchair? Raise your hand. Like 600 hands went up. I just walked right off the plane. These old, wrinkled. You went to Auschwitz?
Yeah.
You should have just went to West Palm or places in Brooklyn. You didn't have to go.
From West Palm.
You from West Palm?
Yeah.
And now he lives in Brooklyn.
Yep.
What's that big hotel? It's beautiful down there.
The Trump one?
No,
Bellagio?
the real big one, like with the long driveway at the end. We drove to look at. We didn't stay there, obviously.
Of course not.
But, no, we stayed at like a motel, whatever. And we just drove there to see where the nice people stay. Beautiful, some nice. I mean, money. You talk about money.
How'd you do with your gig?
It's horrible. Well, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I was on stage and there was a lady taking pictures. So I found out it was the owner's wife, just taking pictures. So she was getting up. I mean, it's the owner's mother. So she's leaving. I go, are you married? Are you seeing anybody? It's just, I figure, I like them old down in Florida.
Opie's witnessed that.
She goes, I'm married. I go, it'd be great, if we hooked up, because maybe I get a raise coming back here, because of my stepson. And then the owner got a little tipped off because I'm hitting on his mom.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game, you know what I'm saying?
What's the oldest broad you've ever bedded?
The oldest broad?
Yeah.
This one broad, she had a really pink eye. I never bedded. Oh, I did once, like a 50-something-year-old lady years ago up in Springfield, Mass. And I was younger than. She was tight, though. I'm telling you, man.
Oh.
She was tight.
Jesus.
50-something. She was like a grandmother,
Yeah, of course
man.
she was tight. She hasn't had sex in 20 years.
Yeah. I'm telling you that shit. I'm telling you, once I broke through the cobwebs. You ever- and she wasn't bald because she shaved. She just lost all her hair down there. She was an older one.
A few gray ones poking out.
Oh, it was nice.
Oh, very good.
Now I don't have to do that anymore.
All right. I think people are going to moan again here, Anthony, but I think I want to talk to Lady Di today.
Why?
I might have some information, and I got to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some new information or the same old crap?
Some very good new information.
Yeah.
Is Ben around to maybe call Lady Di, see if she's awake? See, that's why we love Eric. Look at him. He jumped up and he's taking care of it.
There he goes. She's probably awake. She's probably been drinking all night.
All right, Anthony.
What'd she do?
Moving on with the show. We were talking about the old Bugs Bunny cartoons and all that yesterday, and how the cartoons used to be kind of racist and making fun of Japs and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember all that?
Violent and racist back in the day. Yeah, during World War II, they, obviously there wasn't much TV back then. They used to play them in the movie theaters, and they were really gauged towards adults. And during World War II, they goofed on Nazis, on the Japs.
Yeah, we all hated the Japs during World War II.
Yeah. And then if you go back a little further, there are some really racist ones too.
Right.
Where they were really ragging on the blacks.
Well, Eric brought in World War II propaganda audio.
Oh.
What? Did he pick up at Auschwitz?
Yeah, did he get this at the Auschwitz gift shop during his tour?
On the way down. I got some gold teeth.
And
a
it's
little Auschwitz T-shirt.
It's songs and other things that we did to kind of rally the nation and rally the troops.
Uh-huh.
I had a gas in Auschwitz.
Oh.
You're Jewish, bro.
I know.
Yeah, but he's a Jew with tattoos. How,
yeah.
How into it could he really be?
Listen, if I could get a cross on sale, I'd buy it.
Yeah. What made you get that first hat, knowing that you were pretty much throwing yourself out of your religion by getting it?
And you know what the sad thing is? I can't be buried in the Jew cemetery now, and I got a tattoo of a Jewish star, so I can't be buried in a Catholic.
It's like a Star of David. He tattoos. It's just doesn't make any sense.
You know what? That whole thing is bullshit about getting tattoos, and because they say you can't deface your body.
Right.
But how many Jews or people in general? But since we're on the Jews, get facelifts, nose jobs, earrings. That's all defacing.
That's a good
your body.
point.
So if that's the case, then there'd be 2 people in the Jew cemetery. Okay.
That's a good point.
There you have it.
All right. It's still not going to be able to get in with those tats.
I really care when I'm dead. I've died so many times on stage, but who cares?
The fact is, you do not die on stage.
I know, I don't.
You only die on the radio.
I don't. No, I've been reading the boards, and 33 out of 36 liked me last time.
All right,
really?
Yeah, you're obsessed with those boards.
Oh,
they hate everything.
Huh?
They'll pick apart everything.
Oh, I live on
Anthony and I could go home knowing we just had a great show, and then you go on those message boards and they'll still pick it apart and find something they just didn't like. There was 2 minutes there that I thought the guys were really just not on top of their game.
Yeah. I was reading the boards last night. I was reading a little. Actually, I think I posted a couple of times. It was, did you like the old NEW show better than you like this show? They throw questions out for each other on the board. So I'm reading it, and some people are commenting how they loved the old show. They liked it better. We had better. One guy goes, we had better guests
on the old show.
On the old show, and he finds himself listening to the old MP3s of the old show instead of the replay of this show. And I had to remind him, great guests when we first started at NEW. People forget when we first started there. They're thinking of all the good stuff we did and all the stuff that's on MP3 that you could download. That wasn't the entire time we were there and every bit that we've ever done. How about Kenny Wayne Shepherd as one of our guests?
Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl Crow with these great guests. How about when we had a break to play Do You Think I'm Sexy? If You Want My Body and You Think I'm Sexy, when we had to stop and play that because we were playing music. They forget the first few months we were at NEW.
Few months. It was about the first year.
About a year.
Basically, what they're listening to is 4 years of our greatest hits.
Right.
We've only done 3 months here at XM Satellite.
And I think our first 3 months here blows away the first 3 months at NEW.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it's only going to get better and as time goes by. But these morons get on there and just start critiquing it like we've been, like we were at NEW. We're still at NEW, but this is the show we're doing now. We just changed. And
No. It's a work in progress.
Not only that, you think of it this way. We were off the air for a couple of years. Now, if we were on the air during that time, we would have changed because our show has constantly changed over time.
I believe it's evolving.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you wouldn't have really noticed it because we would have been on the air for those 2 years. It's like watching somebody, and you see them, you don't notice their hair is getting longer or something. But if you don't see them for a couple of years and they never got a haircut, you'd go, wow, the guy got long hair.
Wow, he really changed.
Yeah. It's one of those things where if we were on the air, you wouldn't have noticed the change. But in 2 years, we changed as people. We have different opinions about life, things. And we discuss maybe different topics in different ways on the show.
I'm not as angry anymore.
Right. It's just the way it is.
And people are, slow down. And the reason I'm not angry as much anymore is because I'm happy here.
There you go.
I was absolutely miserable at WNEW.
Yeah.
I felt like they just didn't get our show and the potential it had, even though we got syndicated and stuff, but it took forever to get syndicated, and they still didn't respect us or what we did, even though we were getting huge ratings all over the country. We were still being treated like second-class citizens, you know, and I took out my frustration on the management and the people we worked with and the equipment, because no one cared. You know, here they seem to, believe it or not, they seem to get it a lot more than the old place. So I'm not going to fake the anger.
No,
I'm actually happy.
Someone else posted, they didn't care. I liked when they didn't care if they got fired or not, and then used Sex for Sam as an example. It's like, excuse me, and I even posted on this one. I said, excuse me, there was never a point where we didn't care if we got fired.
The day before you guys got fired, we were supposed to do that tour, right? You know, it was going to be like in the
Voss was setting up this huge comedy tour.
Colin, Patrice, Norton. So the day before I go out and buy a new Mercedes, right? And the next day you get fired, and I'm sitting with a $450 car payment and nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
And me and Opie are high-fiving each other, going, "Yeah, we did it. We got fired, just like we wanted to."
You know, in the long run, it helped us, and we said that all along when we were off the air. We had to get past the fact that we weren't going to do radio for over 2 years. But Anthony and I talked a lot, saying, you know, eventually this is only, believe it or not, going to make us bigger. That's just how this crap works.
We never try to get fired. Jesus. You insane?
Norton and I would still at nights.
That was
depression.
That was one of the tamer things we've done. Yeah. Believe it or not. And you go, what? Are you kidding? We could list a bunch of things that we should have got fired for, but we didn't.
Yep.
But even the message boards. I mean, you'll get some good posts. I mean, Cringe usually has good stuff.
Cringehumor.net.
Yeah, I think
there's some cool people. Actually, the majority of the people are pretty cool on the message boards. But there's a few of them that just either they really don't get it, or they're just plain stupid people. Like, there are some real morons that post, and you're like, what are you? You're a complete idiot.
I used to read the message boards from Last Comic Standing, and when we did one show where it was a roast. We roasted Jay Moore. It was a roast, and people on the message boards go, they were kind of mean. He was sarcastic. It's a roast, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, don't you get the definition of a roast?
You know,
when you're being completely sarcastic on this show, and you say something, and someone posts like you meant what you said.
Yeah, it's only 50,000, Jim Norton.
Yeah. You know, hey, Jim,
maybe 50,000 isn't a lot for you, but for
that
us
is a perfect example.
I'm like, are you kidding? It was the sarcasm. Obviously, $50,000 is a lot of money.
That's the joke. You know, Jimmy's sitting there complaining that he lost out on $50,000.
He was supposed to get a huge raise just before we got fired.
And Opie goes, "Relax, Jim. It's only $50,000.
It's no big deal."
Meaning, that's a lot of money.
I'm just busting his balls, you know.
And somebody writes, Opie shouldn't say $50,000 isn't a lot of money. It makes him look. And you gotta respond. You gotta respond with, "You are the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever read from."
You do.
That's why you
can't
can't take the message board seriously.
Well, you can't, but there's certain people. There's one guy, Kid Nigger, Africa. I don't remember his name. We used to fight back and forth all the time,
Yeah.
And he's probably just some little, fat, dumpy guy that doesn't leave the house, doesn't get laid, and he sits there in his life.
And you're getting all pissed off, slamming the keyboard.
Out of my mind.
Dude, I don't get pissed off anymore. It used to drive me nuts. It's funny, OpieAnthony.net, they've been begging me to promote them more, and hey, we noticed you haven't been on the board lately, so I'm like, might as well go on and see what these guys are up to. It's been a while. And right away, there's like 2 or 3 threads just trashing me. I'm like, well, all right, I'll see you guys later.
That's what they do. The word trash you. It's your name is the title.
It's amazing. It's a whole thread about
what they do.
What I do and don't do for the radio show. People don't understand what it takes to put this together at all. We all understand our roles.
They hear it coming out of the speaker, and that's it. There's no clue as to what each of our roles are, how important everyone is, how the show couldn't be the show without each person in their place doing what they do. But, you'll read on the message board and just go, shut up, you uninformed tool.
It used to drive me nuts because people don't understand all the stuff I do behind the scenes that makes this show, okay? That's one of my big roles as far as the Opie and Anthony program goes. But like Ant said, they only understand what comes through the speaker.
Right.
So
nothing as to the organization of the show.
So if I'm not funny enough, all of a sudden I'm like, some drag on the radio program or something.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? Nowadays, without instead of reviews, this and that, big actors and musicians are going to message boards too.
You absolutely know it.
Everybody is like, for movies. Probably Dustin Hoffman sitting home going, I don't believe they just said this about me. I did marathon.
Yeah, of course, because we're all human and we all have egos. And
there are some people that acknowledge it, and other people don't. But they all read them.
You got to read them because it's a review almost. So you're almost like drawn into it.
Kevin Smith has his own website, viewaskew.com, and he's got a message board on there, and he posts on it, and they did a whole goof on it on Jay and Silent Bob, where they were goofing on the fact that their fans just tool them. You are fucking clown shoes. It's hysterical, man. And they'll pound you, but these celebrities just pop on and start reading.
But with all that said, I believe pretty much everything should be on the message boards. I mean, Howard Stern has a message board, and you trash him or you're a fan of this show and you go on there, you're instantly banned. We just don't do that type of thing.
We don't have a message board, is what it is.
Right.
Officially, we don't run a message board.
Right.
So it's not like
we let the fans do it.
But you got to admit they are.
And there's message boards that come and go because there's things that make one message board more popular than the other.
Well, there's three. There's the three that I go to.
There's a lot more than that. There's a wowfans.com. There's cringehumor.net, opieanthony.net,
and each one of these
whackbag.com. There was Save Opie and Anthony. I don't even know if that's around anymore.
There are some of these websites that these guys run, and they have their own rules and regulations on them as to what they want added on there and what they won't allow and language they won't allow, things like that. And that's their prerogative, It's their message board. I love when people go on there and go, why was my post deleted? Freedom of speech. It's not freedom of speech. It's this guy's message board, and it's up to him what he wants or doesn't want on it. People are so quick to pull out that freedom of speech. You pay the bandwidth charges, asshole.
Right.
And then we'll see. Then you can say what should or shouldn't be on there.
I had a message board on my website. That lasted a day, like the first three posts. Go fuck yourself, you stink. I want to bang your daughters. It's coming down. It's coming down.
I can't deal with this.
This is coming right down.
All from Jimmy Norton.
Kill yourself.
See, Anthony and I have been doing this internet thing we were one of the first radio shows. We really were. I mean, we were way in the beginning when Ant was updating. After the show when honestly, when not many people had computers in their homes yet, and this is only going back like not even 10 years.
It's when people still had like those old 486s in their house, and you watched pictures scroll down, and it took forever to download a little piece of pornography.
Still does on mine.
Yeah, we got excited because we had a real popular show in Boston, and our website back then, if we got 100 hits, we're like, oh my god, wow, this is unbelievable. Now we get. Foundry Music gets, I don't even know anymore, but a ridiculous amount of hits every day.
We were videotaping stuff, putting video clips up on the websites, which back then was just unheard of. There was no compression, so these files were giant. I got a bandwidth charge 1 month for like $5,000 back then, and I was making nothing. I lost my mind. I did not know, because who knew, I had this server. And I didn't read any fine print. I'm like, I'll put stuff up on this website and people can download it. And I'm taking video of these girls that are coming into the studio doing things and uncompressed. I'm taking uncompressed video and putting it up for people to download. And they're downloading it and bandwidth up the ass. And I get this bill and I lost my mind. I called the guy at the server and was just like, you got to help me out here. I can't pay this. I can't do this.
You got to help me out and tell me what uncompressed means.
Oh, call Lady Di. She's a computer expert.
No,
she'll help you out.
Are we gonna get Lady Di on the phone?
We keep getting her answering machine.
All right. Well, I mean, it could wait.
Maybe she's laying by the phone with the vacuum cleaner going and her shoe off, a little askew.
Oh my god. Very good. So, but write whatever you want.
Have fun.
It used to get to me a lot more than it does now. I know it gets to Voss. That's why.
Not as much as after that last.
All right, so World War II propaganda audio, Anthony.
From cartoons.
Eric, where did you get this from?
The website's right on the bottom of the page there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an authenticity site.
You know what? Lady Di's on the line, so why don't we take a quick break, and we'll get to the prop. This isn't a tease. We just went off on a tangent. We'll do the propaganda audio, and we'll talk to Lady Di when we get back. And going into break, Anthony, pick another one. Our meaty-breasted friend is in Chicago. We got Voss sitting in today, and we're featuring tracks from Jim Norton's Yellow Discipline CD that you could get at eatabullet.com.
Huh.
What do you want to hear?
Wow. I want to hear... Let's go for something else other than... I don't even know if it's sex. Aspen sure is expensive.
Oh, nice. What's
that going? 8.
8. Yeah, it's about getting a hooker in Aspen.
No, of course.
It's all...
You know what you really take for granted in our part of the country, too? The 24-hour convenience you have. It really never shuts down. You can always go out and get whatever you want, whenever you want it. 3 o'clock in the morning, you can get truck tires, pizza, and a bag of heroin. From the same Puerto Rican. It is not like that in other places. I was in Aspen, Colorado, performing at a comedy festival. And Aspen closes at 10 o'clock. You know, because it's a ski town, and they're all yuppie douchebags. Let's get up early, get on the slopes. Ugh. I hate skiing, and when people are killed doing it, good. That's what you deserve if you're 40 going down a snowy hill yelling, wee. But I didn't know it closed. I had never been there. So it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was starving. There's nothing open. I'm like, all right, I'll call an escort service. Maybe she'll have a snack in her purse. And if you think like Jersey, New York, or even Vegas is expensive, Aspen was offensive. Because I'm on the phone and I'm like, well, how much is it to see somebody? And the woman's like, $3,000. I'm like, what? And then she's like, well, she's really pretty. Ah. What does that mean? Do I get to cut her head off and keep it when I'm finished? So I can show my landlord why I'm not paying rent? Huh? Huh? That's a lot of cash for pretty. Can you send over a deformed girl for 50? Maybe a hair lip or a burn victim. I don't want to get married. Have sex, I'll laugh at her a little, then send her back. Then I had to ask the really important question. I'm like, all right, well, for how long? Because length of time determines if it's a good deal or not. You know, because if she'd have said 6 months, all right. But she didn't know if I was a cop or not, so I'm like, well, for how long? And she's like, until you're finished? Not a good deal. I did a little math. That's $180,000 an hour. Because I am like a burglar in bed. I don't even wake a girl half the time, just kind of jostle her. Oh, that. Nothing.
El Radio con Queso Grande presenta Señor Opie y
Dude, what happened?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
It'll knock you on your goddamn ass.
Jesus Christ, what an anticlimactic piece of crap that was.
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony program.
Love the gambling.
Yeah, we were just talking about gambling during the break. We got Rich Voss filling in for Jim Norton. Not really filling in. Yeah. Rich Voss is here today. Let's just...
I don't buy the gambling addiction thing.
Are you kidding me? I used to what?
It's not like drugs where you can say, you know, you had a relapse if you do it.
Listen, here's what triggers. Gambling is the same as drugs because if you're addicted, if it clicks, there's times I've stayed up 24 hours, just nonstop. I
Yeah, but everyone's done that.
Yeah, but
gambling.
how many people go up to the room and come back down and sell gold off their neck? Go to porn stores, right? Take golf clubs, do whatever they can
To gamble?
To gamble. I mean, I sat at the table. I was just so.
You are an addictive
and
mess.
lost $5,000 at the crap table in 3 or 4 hours, which is relevant. I mean, I saw people lose 25 or 50 grand, but I would lose money. I would yell at people playing craps. It's so funny when the crap table's hot and people are winning. Everybody's high-fiving. Like, you can have the head of the clan and Farrakhan high-fiving, hey, this is, and then you start losing and you look over and you go, you fucking stupid zipper, throw the dice softer. I'm yelling at people. I swear to God, I smashed the table. I was throwing off a fucking crap table. I threw my hands in the air once, and the lady behind me, the waitress, had a tray full of drinks, and she was right behind me. I threw my hair. All the drinks went flying in the air. Listen,
you are an addictive mess.
I've gotten kicked out of casinos for cursing and yelling, and they're going, "You can't curse here." I go, "It's a goddamn casino with alcohol, smoking,
prostitution,
everything.
Yeah.
I can't curse, you
I don't
fucking
like
idiots."
that whole thing that you can't curse.
Yeah, how can you
really
not
can't curse at the
Yeah,
tables?
at the tables. If you say like, "Whoa,"
Yeah.
they'll
what else
bitch
can
at
you
you.
do?
It's just so weird. There's a fine line that makes something an addiction because we all drink.
Yeah.
Heavily at times, but what throws you over to the
Puts you over the edge.
Alcoholic stage.
I love gambling.
Or gambling, And
I play party poker online. It's Texas Hold'em. I played online last night. Royal flush, first one I've ever hit in like a year of playing. It flopped me a royal flush like right off the bat.
Win?
Knew I had it. I was only in the 2-4 room, so I won about $50. But it was when it flopped, I was like, I won.
There was nights in casinos I would just walk on my way to my room, tapped out and have like $5 left, and I
What
get
do you
that
do with $5?
and then I go to just to keep gambling. I'd play nickel slots for another hour, just to sit there so I have some action going.
Oh, something.
And then I would look at the penny slot players and go, oh, white trash. Look at those creeps playing penny slots.
Rich, as an addictive person who is addicted to gambling and now can't gamble, or you'll have a relapse.
Yeah.
What is it about the gambling that drew you to it and addicted you to it? Is it you're looking for the big win? Is it the actual just gambling? Is it losing? What is it that
I started gambling when I was in 4th grade though. We were pitching quarters, playing roulette in 4th grade,
Roulette? Where do you get a roulette table?
My friend had this game that had 30 games in one, racetrack and horse. And
I remember that game.
Remember that game?
Yeah, it was like one thing, and it had a roulette wheel, it had a racetrack, a place for like blackjack.
It had everything.
Little craps table.
So I was 9 years old. I started gambling. And just maybe fucking 2 more hugs as a kid, I'd have a normal life. It's
just
the
2.
Well, everything goes back to you don't get the attention growing up. Or whatever. So you're lashing out and you're doing
looking
everything
for something else.
You're looking for something. So I started off young. I in Hebrew school I got kicked out pretty much. A Hebrew school. I had to go to Hebrew school, which really sucks.
You're playing the dreidel.
No, you go to regular school and then the bus picks you up for Hebrew school. And I would try to. And I used to work the canteen at the Hebrew school where you sold candy, and I would steal the money right at the Hebrew school and then go gamble with it. This is like in 6th grade. I was stealing Hebrew school gambling money. Candy money. Right, and then I got caught, so I got in trouble for stealing the candy money.
So where does this all come from? You think? What happened as a kid that just set you down this road, or do you think you're just born with this addiction?
I don't know. I just I get bored easy. You need some
action. You
going.
just need action.
You just need it.
Rich is the kind of guy that just needs action. And when you're gambling, is it the win? Do you go like,
I get so so funny. I was in Vegas once, and I'm up like $2,000. I'm Mr. High Roller. I'm tipping everybody. Throwing money around like right. I swear to God, and that was like on Wednesday. Come Saturday, I was eating 19-cent chicken sandwiches at AM/PM gas station. I'm fucking right now. I got my friend.
Oh, the High Roller.
I know, like my friend. Like I'm staying in. I can tell you some Vegas stories. So my friend comes to hang out with me. When I'm working in Vegas. So he got a girl there. So every time he brings the girl back to my room to bang her, I can't come in. I got to go back down to the tables, and lose another $300, $400, $500. So every time he got laid, it cost me $500. you know. So I just lost, you know, all the money, and now, you know, I can, you know,
I can see him throwing money around like he's rich.
I was
a mere bag of shell.
Why, he gave $100 to the repairman just to take the clicking out of the phone.
I was in Vegas, like when me and my wife got divorced. When we got divorced, so we were separated for. We were separated for 2 months. We're separated for 2 months, but we live together still. You know, through the separation, we still bang every now and. But you know, we do, and it was it's horrible. You're going through a divorce, but living together. So I was going to work in Vegas, and as I'm working, as I'm going out there that week, she's moving out. She's taking everything, moving out, and taking the kids. You know, so I know I'm going to come back from Vegas to an empty house.
Yeah,
no more kids there. You know, and then. So now I'm in Vegas. Now I'm in Vegas, and you know, I get there. I'm down every bit of, you know, I lost money before I checked in. Where would you like your luggage? Back in the fucking car. Okay, that's why I want my luggage. All right. So I mean, I'm already down a couple grand. My wife, I would walk off stage and just walk out and cry.
Oh my God!
You know, because you're in Vegas and you see, like in the summer, there's happy families. You know, and there's couples, right? And they're all, you know, playing, and I'm broke. Childless.
With your failed marriage?
With my failed marriage. I'm telling you, I spent a week in Vegas crying.
That's horrible.
And then I'd walk to the tables and I would lose more money. I had nothing.
That's awful.
Depressing.
That's really awful.
Poor Rich.
It's so awful that that Anthony's finding something to make it sound even more awful.
That's all right.
I
worked off the hook.
I worked.
Let me say hi to Dave here. Dave, what's up?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hanging out with Rich Voss today. We got Lady Di on the phone. We got lots to do today.
Awesome. All right. Gambling is definitely an addiction. I had a roommate that had an online internet gambling account, and he deposited money in his account by calling a 1-900 number and charging it to the phone account. Of course, I didn't know this until the phone company threatened to shut off my phone.
Oh, you were in on him with the phone?
That's right. And 1-900 number, $1,500 phone bill.
Go.
And he was taking the bills, and he was hiding them, so I wasn't even getting them.
Wow.
Wait, I don't understand the scam here.
He was online gambling,
Okay.
and the way you deposit money into your online account, you could call a 900 number, and they'll bill it to your phone. So they get the money, you put it in your account, but it's being billed to your telephone bill.
Oh, okay.
So now he's sharing the phone with this guy, so now this guy's in for part of the money.
Right.
The phone's in my name. Everything's in my name.
So you're totally screwed.
Have no credit, so, you know, everything is in my name. He also happened to have a little bit of a drug problem, too, so that's probably connected. So that's what makes me think the whole gambling thing, the addiction, very addictive personality to begin with.
Well, if you wanted to help him, really what you do is, as he's hitting his bottom, you make him perform oral on you for money. And then he hit,
then you know you hit bottom.
But who could get, like, I could never gamble online. I want to see what's going on. How do you trust what's really going on, you know, with the computer? How do you know if you're, you know, you're...
I ask Ant that all the time because he
know.
plays after the show just a little bit. He's just having fun, and I'm thinking, is there cheat codes involved?
You know what you got to do? You find one of the most reputable online ones, and you play on that. You don't play with any shady online companies.
Reputable. I was in Pittsburgh last week. A guy had the back of his neck pierced. You know, it's by the spine.
Yeah.
Right. He goes, well, the best piercer in town did it. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? What? Only 2 people are crippled. Okay. So how do you know who's reputable? I mean,
yeah, but by just the sheer volume of people that play it.
Really?
It's the one I play is partypoker.com, and it's like the one that everybody plays.
Let me tell you,
I don't know. I haven't seen anything that would lead me to believe anything's a scam. I've been playing with the same. I think I put about $200 in, and I've been playing with the same $200 for. You know, it goes up, it goes down. It's just fun to play. But for a while.
Have you ever shot craps?
No, I have no idea how craps work.
Craps is...
It looks exciting.
It's the crack of gambling.
That's
so
what I hear.
I would step over a naked broad to shoot craps.
To shoot craps?
Yeah. Get out of here. I'm going to play craps. I'm not lying. I swear to God, I was in Vegas once, and I picked up a waitress, right? Or not a waitress, just some girl after the show. And she goes, I used to do this all the time when I picked up girls there. I would bang them, and I go, look, let me go down and get something to eat, and I go gamble, and then run back up. And one girl, I said, look, I'm hungry, and she goes, if you get me an English muffin, I'll give you an anal. I go,
Oh.
I swear to God. But I ran down to gamble instead. I did come back with a cold English muffin.
How long would you be gone with these chicks waiting in the room?
I don't know. Who knows? They were
Probably be a long
drunk. They
time.
didn't know. They were plastered.
Let's go to Colorado. Eric, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Man, my wife would like to kill me. When we were in Vegas on our honeymoon, I sat down at a blackjack table with $500, played for 4 hours. One point, I was up almost 20 grand. I gave it all back.
Are you kidding?
No, I gave every last bit of it back. I mean, literally, I was up 20 grand, and my wife says, "How much money you got there?" I says, "Oh, I don't know." And the dealer said, "There's about 20,000 in front of him." My wife says, "Oh, let me have some." I said, "Hell no!" I said, "I'm going to keep playing." And I started playing.
All right, wait, but what was the logic in your head? You're up 20 grand. What are you thinking at that point? I could turn this into 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
don't
never
start.
have enough in front of you.
Yeah.
See, the kiss of death is. We were in Aruba, and me and when I was married, and then I'm shooting craps, and I got money.
So
all
you
over
weren't
the table.
crying in Aruba?
No, but we went to Aruba, and we got home the next week, and she goes, "I want a divorce." I go, "Thank you for telling me now. You couldn't have told me, a week ago when I spent." So I'm shooting.
Stop
craps.
whining. Well, the worst part about mine is my wife and I were there on our honeymoon. That was the third day of our honeymoon. I didn't get sex for the rest of the week when she found out I gave it all back.
Wow.
Not like you
All
bought
right,
it
Eric,
and
thank
lost
you.
it.
You get a weird, I don't know, you just get a weird feeling when you're at that blackjack table. Like, stupid quick story, when we were in, Vegas, I was up about $120.
Yeah.
And it was after dinner, it's getting late, and I was just tired, and I knew I just wanted to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I just started making stupid bets, and then as soon as I lost it all, it was like, okay, now I can go to sleep.
Yeah, you play stupid.
You start playing stupid because it's like I don't feel like investing the next 3 or 4 hours, sitting here. So I started getting lazy. Like maybe I'll go for the quick win.
The big fix.
Either the quick win
doesn't work,
or I'll go to bed and I'll be satisfied. That I'm not leaving any money on the table and wonder. It's just weird.
When you do the slow build, when you really
it's all
dedicate
about the
yourself
slow
to
build,
the game
right?
for a bunch of hours, you're going to sit there and you just do the slow build. You play the way you play, you'll do fine. When you lose a few and you try to make it up on that one bet, that's when you're going to watch your pile go down.
Well, I was making $50 bets. I saw you were making $250 bets. So whatever. But I was doing it because I was like, I just want to. It was a weird feeling I got. Like I just want to lose this money fast because I'm really tired. I just want to go to bed.
Yeah, people do that.
Yep. And I just threw away a quick 120 plus my initial invest. I ended up losing 110. So it was like a $230 turnaround just because I was tired.
Because you get tired, you want to go to your room.
I get Western Union send people. I call them to send me money, but you just. I couldn't do that quick build at blackjack. That's boring. I mean, I might as well just put my money in stock.
Not at all. It's a whole. You got to get at a cool table with some fun people.
Yeah, then you have a good time.
Anthony and I were sitting side by side, and Club Soda Kenny was there. It was just like a social event.
For a gambler like Voss, though, it's not about having fun.
People who wants to meet friends at a table.
Okay, see that's the difference between what we were doing and what you were explaining earlier, the addiction. Because to me, it was like, free drinks. The dealer was fun. That lady Sharon, and
we
were just laughing
table.
and goofing, and then making fun of the squirrely guys that were sitting down.
The coolers that come over and sit down.
Yeah, Kenny. I mean, we're gonna get him on tape to say this, but all of a sudden he would just whisper to Ant and I, "Here comes the cooler.
Here comes the
Go
cooler.
back to minimum bets for a while."
Yeah, sit at the table and just chill the table off.
Oh, that was me.
Mush. Awful.
One week in basketball, out of 14 games, I picked 12 losers. Do you know that's almost impossible?
That's hard to do.
That's almost impossible.
All right, let's go. We got to move on.
How does this Bill guy? I want to see if he.
We're going to go to both these guys.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got two of them. Kansas checking in. It's Danny. Go ahead, Danny.
Danny.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, silly pants. This party poker thing, two things. Me and some of my buddies have about 4 or 5, or now 5 computers in one room, and we'll go sit in partypoker.com, pokerroom.com, and just take 2 or 3 guys' money in hour, 20 minutes, sit at maybe a 10-20 table. So that's the way you can get easily taken.
You need different IPs though for each computer, my friend.
No, I understand.
Yeah, they won't let you online. If you're at home and let's say, because I have about 3 computers set up at my house, and I try to log on all 3 to one table, they won't allow it.
Yeah, we had 5 different lines coming in our house.
5 different lines coming in. And then you got to find a table that you can all get at. And then if somebody comes, then you could kind of use each other to try to take one person's money.
Oh, I mean, the odds are sick in your favor. I mean, and then you can lose money to the other guy, so it doesn't look kind of funny. But also, if you notice in party poker, there's always 3 or 4 guys. The room gives them, everyone a hand, and everyone's in the hand on the flop, so the rate keeps on going up. I mean, they're there to make money. It's shady if you watch that.
I don't know. I've done pretty well on it.
Yeah.
Like if you really play disciplined, you'll do all right. All
right.
You just can't be crazy.
Real quick, what's funny? This guy said he took his wife to Vegas on their honeymoon. I took my wife to, I got San Francisco because I got booked a weekend there. So I got, free hotel on my honeymoon, and I did a gig.
Cheapo. Oh, my God, are you a cheap Jew?
Let's go to Long Island. Bill?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey.
All right, so let me tell you, it's a little different way than he just said. What we actually do is, we have a monthly game we play with about 20 guys. So 5 of us got together, and we go to the tournament tables, the $100 tournament tables.
Right.
So they don't fill up right away. So you can get in there. So we got 5 guys, and we're all on cell phones. So, he's at his house, I'm at my house. So everybody's on a cell phone. We all pick the number table we're going to pick, and then we all go to that table. So when we go to the table, now we could talk to each other about what hands we got because we're all on our cell phones talking to each other.
And how would that explain to the listener how that would affect what somebody else at the table that isn't involved in your little posse? How could that give you guys the advantage?
Well, it only gives us the advantage. Like, we'll just share the money around. If I don't have a good hand, like right away, we all know what our up cards are because you can see your cards.
Uh-huh.
So if I have a 2-7 offsuit, I'm already out of the hand. But if I'm in the hand, I got decent cards, a pair of 6s, and somebody else that I know has cards has a pair of queens, I'll bet my hand up because I can afford to lose some chips if I want to lose some chips, or if I'm already down, I'll bet my hand into his hand just to give him the money, just so he can have more power at the table. And it's only a 10-person table, so if you have 4 or 5 guys in on it, one of those 5 guys, you have a good chance of winning.
It would give you an advantage, yeah.
We just spread the money. We just spread the money around, and we win. We win all the time. There's always money in our account.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people doing it, but I don't know how many people are actually conspiring at the 2-4 table.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And
that's what I'm playing on.
Table, but yeah,
it's the same in Vegas. You get 3 guys working together.
All right, thanks,
in
bro.
Vegas.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
they watch out for that though.
One more. Mm-hmm. Rob, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, Kiki Kikerman?
Is he talking to me?
Who else could he be talking to?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, my dad used to have an account with one of those offshore betting agencies, and their clocks were on a 2-minute delay. So he was able to go to OTB, see the winner of a race, and then call it in really quick. And he would clean up once a month. You can't keep doing it because they would catch on. But it was one of the best scams that he ever did.
Never heard of that
Just call me Kiki Kikerman, and your father's stealing to support his family.
Kikerman.
I wanted to say welcome back to Stinky to the O&A show.
Welcome back to what?
Welcome Stinky back to the O&A show.
That'll leave a bruise. All right, we're gonna move on. We got Lady Di that is waiting to talk to us.
Opie's got some new information, is what I'm hearing.
I think so. Yeah. If it doesn't go anywhere, we'll definitely cut her off short.
Yeah, gotta hurry up with Lady Di. Her phone card's gonna run out.
Oh, I know. She's been on hold for a half hour and she can't pay her phone bill to begin with. So we got a little something here, and we'll be back. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Bill.
Who's this?
Pat.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
No, this is the wrong Bill.
Well, Pat, I have some bad news.
What?
Bill died today.
You're kidding? Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's tragic.
Who's this?
He was in a car accident today.
Oh, no. Who is this?
It's John.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I was just talking to him.
I know.
Where did it happen?
This afternoon
Where?
on the highway.
Oh, God, love him.
Yeah, big pile up.
Well, be sure and give the kids my condolences.
Okay. Well, I gotta go.
All right, John.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Opie, Anthony, Dance Party Weekend.
Wait. Nah.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Comedy gone too far.
Opie and Anthony, XM 202.
Remember, let's go to the phone and say hi to the cooler. It's Lady Di, everyone. Lady Di, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Ugh, how are you today?
Okay, pretty good.
How did the
Hi,
job
Mr.
interview
Voss.
go?
Huh?
Don't say hi to anyone. We're getting right to business. He doesn't care how you're doing.
How'd the job interview go?
The job interview? It went very well. I had to fill out an application, and I have to call him back today to find out if,
Well, you act like everybody fills out an application. It's not a big deal. I filled out an application.
She goes, it went very well. She went in and filled out an
Was
application
that a
and
big
left.
task for you, dummy?
And they said, "Don't call us, we'll call you."
How you doing, Mr. Voss?
He doesn't. He's not going to answer that.
You know, just go ahead. Let's. What was your job interview for?
At a restaurant.
As a waitress.
I thought it was an interview.
Yes, but they had me fill out an application. I gave them my phone number first, but now they have me fill out an application.
As a waitress?
Yeah.
So they didn't interview you. They basically, there's help wanted signs.
Right.
I see them all over the city, and you
Sure.
go in and the worker there goes, "Oh God, another one of you zero. Sure, here's an application. Fill it out, and maybe someone will get back to you. Thank you."
Yeah, we don't
But
want a
you're one
tall
of probably
stat-
100 people that have
to
walked
them.
through that restaurant to fill out that application.
We don't want a statuesque blonde as our
Yes,
hostess.
I know. Wouldn't they want
We want
somebody
Lady Di.
that's not going to ruin their appetite? I mean,
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No. They told me that they had me fill out an application, and I'm supposed to call them back sometime today.
They
They're not
told
open yet.
you. They told you to call them back.
Well, actually, he's supposed to call me back, but I think I'm going to call him back.
Yeah, don't call us. We'll call
Where-
you.
So you never
No,
talked
no,
to
no,
the
no, no,
you
no.
never
You
talked to
never
a
know.
manager or anything or the owner of the place, right?
It's the owner of the place.
But you never spoke to him. All you did was walk in, say, "Hi, can I have an application?"
No.
Filled it out.
I walked in, and I said, I asked for the owner, and I sat at the bar, and I had Sprite. I didn't have anything to drink. I had Sprite, 2 glasses of Sprite.
Well, look at you showing some self-control. You were able to not drink during
During a job interview.
During your job interview. That's great. That's
right.
All right.
And she probably
Wow.
told the guy that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not drinking.
I'm not drinking. He doesn't even know that she's an alcoholic mess.
He doesn't know I drink anyway.
Oh yeah, no, they can't
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
They can't look at you and say what went wrong.
Yeah, they can't
You know.
tell by the stringy hair and the tomato face,
the yellow eyes,
right,
and the broken blood vessels in your nose.
No, that's not true.
The Karl Malden nose. we couldn't tell you were an alcoholic. Really, 2 different color socks and 1 sneaker. We couldn't tell you had a problem. All right.
No.
So you sat down at the bar, and who gave you the application?
The owner.
The owner was actually there.
Yeah.
And did you speak with this owner and tell him your qualifications?
Yes.
And what did you say?
Well, he knows because I put it down in the application. He knows I used to be a waitress before, because I was a waitress before.
During your acting career, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
No, go
How
ahead.
long ago was that?
How long ago?
You know,
I think I just got out of high school.
you know, Lady Di, the reality is that these restaurant owners hire the hottest applicants.
Well,
Because there's no real skills involved
I
as
was
far as
there
getting
already.
someone's food.
Right.
So now they're thinking, okay, I got all these people that came in. They're going to remember the hot blonde that maybe just got out of college and is in between jobs and could help him out for maybe, I don't know, a season or something.
Guy might invite his
I don't know
friends
what
to
to
dinner
say.
and go, "Hey, you want to go to this restaurant? There's this babe working there, man. You
Right.
got to check her
The
out."
reality
Yeah.
is,
And
you
they
know, prove me wrong. That they hire hot hot women to be the waitresses, the hottest of the applicants.
We went out last night to eat, and the waitress was so hot. And I go to Bonnie, I go, you know, she's from Russia. She's so hot. You know, she's banging the owner. You know, just to stay in the country.
Right.
You know. I mean, you got to have something to bring to the table, Lady Di.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Except aside from your huge appetite.
Yeah.
Let's go to John in Jersey. John?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Huge appetite.
Shut up. John. John.
Listen, I worked at a restaurant, man, and when we'd be hiring, these chicks would come in, and they'd ask for an application, and you'd say, yeah, here you go, you know, fill out the application, and somebody will call you. And if the chick was hot, you put a little mark, like an H in the top corner, and would do that disgusting mess.
Yeah.
You'd put another little mark. You'd have like a little code. So this way, the manager would be going through the applications, and I'd sit there in his office while he did it, and he'd go through and he'd take the little, you know, the one mark. He'd say, all right, we'll call her back, let her interview, see if she's going to work. And the other ones go right in the fucking garbage.
Yeah, I mean, discrimination
That's
is.
where your fucking application went.
Yeah, discrimination is happening big time in the restaurant business. Trust me.
How do you feel about that, Lady Di? Your old garbage application.
I'm not, you know, I'm not saying a word. If they hire me, that's great.
Well, they're not going to hire you.
Where was it, in Jersey?
Yeah.
Where, on 22?
No, not on 22. No, in Garwood.
All right, Julie in New York.
You know what they did with her application? Just colored in a little Laurel and Hardy mustache at the top corner. Let everybody know.
Oh, please. She probably handed it in with gravy on it.
Guys, we have a real girl calling the program.
A girl!
Julie?
Hey guys. Hey, Voss.
Hey, what's
Hi,
happening?
Julie.
Hi, Diane. Listen, you know, I don't usually have much sympathy for people who don't want to find a job, but I do manage a temporary company, and if you are truly interested in getting a job, I'll give Steve or Eric or whatever my phone number, and you can call, and I'll set up an appointment for you.
Oh. And what is this line of work?
I manage a temporary to perm staffing company, the largest international company in the world.
Would Lady Di need secretarial skills then?
Some. We would test her to see what she's capable of doing.
Probably hot tar or
She's-
roofing.
She's capable of drinking. We know that.
Well,
How is that?
No,
Could she
no,
get
no,
a
no.
temp job drinking?
well, you know, give your interns one of the phone number, and then I'll call her.
Do you have a job for a girl that hangs out with a troll?
I'm not going to waste my time, my employees' time, or my resources on someone who's not going to pull through and actually do the job.
You got to follow through on this,
Yeah.
Di.
Well, yeah.
All right, Julie, the reality is
Okay.
she doesn't have the qualifications for something like this, but we'll give it a shot.
No,
We
come
have
on,
light
come on.
industrial work. If she can move a box.
Can you move a box?
She walks one around every day. But it's old and smelly.
You know, all right, hold on, Julie.
Work in warehouse.
All right, we'll get Julie's
are a
info.
warehouse.
That'd
Get
be
Julie's
nice.
info and give it to Lady Di after we're done with her.
Okay.
Tony in the Bronx thinks Di is lying. We know that
I'm
already.
not lying.
She's
Di
a
lies
compulsive
all the
liar.
time.
Why would I lie?
All right,
Because you're a compulsive liar.
all right, you don't lie about things?
Well, so I tell little white lies every once in a while, but I don't lie about something like that. I did go over there and fill out
Lady
the
Di.
application. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah.
So how long have you been living with roommates?
With the roommate?
Yeah.
About a couple of months.
No, but over the years you've had roommates, right?
Well, my ex-husband.
Is it true?
Lives here.
Is it true you had roommates when you were working at Budweiser?
Yeah. I had one roommate when I was working at Bud.
Oh, you did.
And what happened to that roommate?
I don't know. He stayed here
Liar.
for a couple of weeks.
What?
He stayed here for a couple of weeks and then he left.
And then what happened to him?
I don't know what happened to him.
He left, Opie.
I don't
Said
know
he
what
left.
happened.
You really don't know what happened to your roommate?
No.
You weren't questioned by anybody about your old
He
roommate?
took off. He, you know, and after a couple of weeks of living here.
And what happened to him?
I don't know. He got a job and he just left.
You never had a roommate that might have had something happen to him?
No. Like what? What would happen to him over here?
Never questioned by certain authorities?
No.
No, huh?
Well, I never had anybody, you know. I mean, he just took off. He just said,
I
okay,
got
I'm
some.
going to go. And
I got
said,
some.
okay, go.
I got
Go ahead.
some really good information. You're sure?
Yeah.
That you were never in a situation where one of your roommates had something happen to them.
No.
And
never.
that you and maybe another roommate were questioned by the authorities.
No.
Not that, you had anything to do with what happened to this
Right.
person, but they just
What are you
questioned
getting at?
questioned you guys to maybe get some background information on this person.
No. Not at all.
I tend to believe her. She's so honest all the time.
Well, you know what?
She's
Look,
breathing
there was-
heavy. She's breathing
I don't
heavy.
know what to tell you about that, but if there's situations that I have to get the authorities involved, which is not really that many.
Not many. You call the authorities because your current roommate hid your booze on Christmas.
Yeah.
It's something that happened in a blackout that you might not remember.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, if people start, I don't care what they fuck around with over here.
Lady Di, here's the deal.
Well,
Here's the deal.
But if you're going to fuck around with my property or me or anything like that, which he only messed around with my property.
Well, he hid your what? Wine or beer?
He hid my wine.
Who was it?
The wine
Jack
that
Lemmon?
I pay for.
Dude,
And I was pissed.
and this was Christmas Eve, right?
Christmas night.
Yeah, Christmas
She
night.
was all drunk. The roommate decides she's had too much to drink.
She wanted to drink away the bad memories.
Yeah.
Knowing that her own son is somewhere else
anyway.
celebrating Christmas because she's an unfit mother. So she figures I'm feeling
unfit mother stuff already.
She's figuring, you know what? I need to forget all this stuff, so I'm going to get really plastered. And the roommate got involved.
Yeah, the roommate decided she's had enough and hid her wine. And instead of just thinking, maybe I've had a little too much to drink if my roommate is hiding my wine from me, maybe Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, whatever it was, shouldn't be spent in an inebriated plaster on the floor.
And I was not inebriated or plastered.
Stop
I
it.
just don't like people messing around with my property.
Right, of course. That's why.
Absolutely clear.
So she dials 911. She calls 9 effing
Christmas
11 on Christmas Day
or night,
because
whatever.
The roommate hid her booze, and which starts, one of those episodes of Cops Domestics where she's screaming, "It's Christmas!" The cops are laughing because you're just drunk and a mess.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
He's still my roommate. So
Anybody who's getting drunk, anyone who's getting so drunk on Christmas that they're calling the police because their roommate hides their booze is really disturbed. Why would anyone get so hammered as to forget reality?
We settled this. It's okay. We already settled this. And it ain't going to happen again.
Well, no, because he doesn't live there.
If you take charge of your own life and maybe if maybe you'd stop this insanity and drinking and fighting through the greenhouse looking for the bottle, and then maybe things would turn around. Maybe, no, listen to me, stupid. All the excuses and all this crap, my roommate did this and that. Well, if you put yourself in that position, if you take control, maybe you wouldn't even have to worry about if they're going to hire you at a diner, okay? Maybe you'd have something else, because, all the fingers you're pointing at everybody else, they're all coming back at you. You point one finger, you're pointing 3 back at yourself. Thank you. That was that's my little thing,
First of all, it's not a diner that I applied to.
Well, whatever it is, you got to understand something. Where is your life headed? You have no career. You have no skills.
Yes, I do.
You're looking at a restaurant waitress job that girls take when they get out of high school or college while they're working on their lives. This isn't somewhere you end up while you're middle-aged. What are you going to do with yourself? You're a mess.
No, I'm not a mess.
You're a
mess.
mess.
You're in denial. You're completely.
No, will you stop coming?
Matt from Jersey, the only way Lady Di is going to get tipped as a waitress is if she puts on a cow suit and falls asleep standing up. So listen.
He's sending in the same joke he sent in the other day.
Oh, really?
No.
It's the exact same joke that was sent in the other day.
I need to pay more attention.
Listen, I put in also for warehouse jobs.
All right, Lady Di.
I did that.
All right, this isn't the reason why we got you on the phone today. We're going to play a little game. If I could prove that you're lying when I'm about to, when I give you the info, then you are dead to the program.
Oh, come on.
Dead to the program.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
So, with that said,
what's that supposed to mean?
Did you ever have a roommate where something happened to him and you guys were questioned?
Yeah.
Now it's yeah.
No,
it's yeah.
I got really.
Want me to tell you?
Listen, I got really good info. So we're gonna gamble.
Go ahead.
You either tell the story, Or if you lie about it and we find out that it was true, then you're dead to us. We're sick of your lies.
I'm not lying to you.
So instead of me giving the info to the entire country, why don't you tell everyone what happened to one of your old roommates?
She says I'm not lying, yet she said, no, it didn't happen, nothing, and now...
Wait, hold on. The old roommate that I used to have over here
Right.
left.
Okay.
No cops were called, nothing.
What happened to him?
He just left. He got a job and he left. That's it.
How do you get a job if you died?
No one died over here.
Well, not over there, maybe.
No one died, period.
You never
over
had...
here that I know of.
You never had a roommate that died.
No.
And the police came over to question you and maybe somebody else.
No.
Well, I got to find the email and talk to...
All right. You know that if we do find out that you're lying, you will never again be on the show, and we are completely serious about it.
That. No, I'm not lying to you.
Never a roommate when you were working maybe at Budweiser?
Okay.
Yeah? Did you have a roommate when you worked at Budweiser?
No.
No.
I mean, I had a boyfriend, but I never had a roommate.
A boyfriend?
Well, my son's father. But you really couldn't consider him a roommate.
Well, I don't know how you can consider him a boyfriend.
But I don't know what to tell you about that.
How about the guy that died?
What guy that died?
I don't have the email in front of me, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot and I deleted all my my mail. But the guy's a faithful listener to the show. I'm sure he'll send it back again, and I know who he was. But it was some guy.
Come on.
It was some guy that worked with you at the Budweiser plant that wrote me and says he swears that you had a roommate that ended up dying, and there was you and another roommate that was questioned.
Bullshit.
Not questioned as in you had something to do with his passing, but they definitely, questioned you guys because you guys were all living together.
No, wrong. I don't know who this person is that used to work with me, but no. That is not true.
Well, if we find out that it is true...
Well, you can find out whatever you want, but that's not true.
We will have no more use for you.
Roommates anyway, living here at the same time.
Huh?
I never had two roommates over here.
How long have you been where you are right now?
I've been here 10 years.
10 years.
How about a transient you just picked up to stay at your house?
Yeah, maybe
I've been here for 10 years. Before that, I lived in Elizabeth.
You were sitting next to Faye Dunaway.
No, I've been here for 10 years.
Been here 10 years. I'm a drunk mess.
Originally I was married and my husband was living here. My ex-husband was living here.
No, there's something going on. There's definitely something going on. Oh, shoot, I just hung up on her. What an idiot.
Good.
Glenn from New Hyde Park.
Hey, guys. This fat slob 2 seconds ago said she had a roommate when she worked at Budweiser. Now she says she didn't.
She lies like it's a constant barrage of lies.
I can't stand. I hate her. She's an awful, awful human being, and I hope she dies. Punch it out.
Just call her Lady Lie now. It's not Lady Die. Lady Lie.
Well, all right. We'll get to the bottom of it. This guy swears it's true.
Oh, we'll do our research.
Andre.
I just woke up to this again. Every morning I hear your stupid voice.
She's gone. Oh, no, wait. She's back. Hold on.
All right. She should be gone.
Hold on. We'll put her on with you.
Hold on.
Please, go ahead. Because today she cried.
Lady Di.
Yes. What happened? We got cut off.
Oh, yeah, cut off.
Cut your head off.
Phone probably got cut off.
No. First of all, I never had two roommates live, all three of us live together. I never had that. I never did that.
They stand you. That's why. They wouldn't want to live under the same roof as you.
What? My God,
shit
man.
on the rug.
Did you know someone that
French's
died?
brother again?
Yes, this is stupid. She's so stupid. Why do you keep calling? Diane, why do you call?
him.
Diane, why do you call this show?
Because
Why?
I want to call the show. Why do you call the show?
No one wants to hear from you. No one wants to hear from you. Just like your son. They don't want to be near you.
Excuse me, don't bring up my son anymore. Come on.
How old's your son, Diane?
He's 14 years old. Leave him alone.
No, he's not coming home to you, and that's the best idea for him.
No.
And you got a
wrong.
Puerto Rican saying that?
You were absolutely wrong.
He's never coming home to you. You
He
understand
will be
that?
back here.
He's no good
so
at your
sad.
house because you will beat him
What?
You will get drunk, and he'll be in
Oh,
the worst
get off the phone.
You understand?
What's wrong with you? Do you have any kids?
You probably sell him on the black market for
No,
money
I would.
for booze.
What?
You
Oh,
understand
come on.
that?
What's wrong with
You are
my
an unfit
son?
mother. You are an unfit,
He's
horrible
14
mother.
years old. Leave him alone.
Head enough bombs a better mother than you. You understand that?
No,
And that's the
stop
truth.
it already.
You are a terrible mother, and he will never
Stop it. Stop.
Okay? because you will
Do I have
sell
to
him
argue with you?
for booze. You will trade him on the street.
I would. No, I
Yes,
would not
you will
do
because
that.
you are a drunk and you don't know any better.
And you
You'll
better
never
not go
get a
marry
job.
that too, because she's gonna go right down your throat.
What is she fucking babbling about?
you out.
Take this stupid idiot.
Because you know why? You know why? Because are you there?
No, he doesn't need to be.
He
here.
hung up on you.
Yeah, he was done with you.
I'm glad he hung up
he
on
did
me.
a great job.
Look, that's
He made a great point about
That's
selling
Marion's
your son on the street for
godson.
booze.
That is Marion's godson.
So?
Okay, so.
And you think she's honestly proud?
Well, of course she's proud to be her godmother, his godmother.
What do you do? Like, what's a day consist of when you don't work and you don't do anything?
Just glug, glug, glug.
What they consist of?
Yeah, I mean, like, listen to me. Shut up, Wafflehead. You fill out one dumb application. Go fill out a bunch of applications. Get a paper route. Do something.
All right. Well, we're gonna. It's a story that's in progress.
We'll
but
find out
I'm
about
gonna
this.
find out more info.
Go ahead.
You should make her go to 90 meetings to get back on it. You just got to do something.
No, we
positive.
tried. We had a guy that was willing to get her in the program and walk her through it, and she blew him off already. So that's why I have no sympathy for her at
Probably
all.
have him on the phone right now.
At all.
How old? You can't ask how old you are, but when you graduated high school, who was the president?
Who was the president?
I mean, how old are you?
She's about 40.
I think Ronald Reagan.
All right, Lady.
I think it was Ronald Reagan. I'm not,
Lady Di, we're done with you. Okay.
Done.
Aw, see?
One last chance. Did you or did you not have a roommate that died?
No, I did not have a roommate that passed away.
All right, liar.
What do you mean, all right, liar?
All right, liar.
I'm not kidding.
Keep lying.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, there's Lady Di.
There she goes.
This guy
Lady lie.
swears it's true. Worked with her at Budweiser.
I would believe some guy, I have no clue who it is, sending an email quicker than I would believe anything that comes out of her fat yaw.
There's a story there.
Oh, how sad is that life? I mean, there's a guy that died upstairs from my mother's house. And did I ever tell you this? In the bag, he was spanking it in the bag, and he put a plastic bag over himself.
Why are people still freaking doing that?
He spanked it and passed out in the bag and died. But
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
But the good thing is the coroner. I mean, it's good for a coroner. You just come, pick up the plastic bag, and take him out. You know what I mean?
So what?
They found they didn't know where he was, and then
I think that's how Paul Lynn died too. By the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I went on the death tour in L.A. and I think that's how he died. He
Paul
did that.
Lynn?
Yeah,
Putting the bag over his head?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He was
as
center
he was
bag.
whacking off or something. I'm not positive, but I
a
think
few people
remember
have gone
something like that.
But don't you have somebody with? Shouldn't you get somebody with you to
If you
take
had
the
someone
bag
with you,
off
you wouldn't be jerking off. You just kind of, or what was the guy with from In Excess? Like put a belt around his neck.
Oh, they
put it on a doorknob and kind of put his weight on his neck and was cranking himself.
But then
he must have passed out, and now he's hanging.
Oh.
Can't you just jack off?
I know.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Maybe use a finger or two when you're...
Whatever. What's wrong with just grabbing your right hand, grabbing hold, and cranking away? What do you need to choke yourself, put a bag over your head, bring in all kinds of toys?
All right, here's what I want. I want you to smash me with this 2x4 as I'm jacking off.
Just get it over with. I remember years ago when you first get the internet, years ago, and you find pornography, and I would troll for hours looking at smut for hours, and just spend time, jacking and looking at the pictures and stuff, and then when you finish, you're like, I wasted so much time. I should have just finished up hours ago. And you wind up wasting just grab hold
and just
give a
jack.
few get it over with
so you can move on with your
life.
Move
on, do something. Go fill out some job application. Get your son back.
You make a really good point.
Sometimes you just spend much too much time and energy jacking.
Yeah. My friend would take the government blocks of cheese, and he'd put a hole in it, and he'd put it in a microwave and warm it a little, and then he'd bag the government block. But
Warm
he was,
cheese.
Yeah, but he was a heroin addict, so he went to pawn the microwave, and he didn't realize that he left the government cheese with a hole in it.
Stop.
I'm not lying. I'd call him right now. You can ask him, Joe. And
Did you have a roommate that died once?
No, upstairs the guy died.
No, I know. All right. Well, Anthony, we got some propaganda audio.
Yes.
This was the stuff to rally the troops, rally the nation. It
Back
was
in the older days.
It was heard on regular radio.
Back when they smoked Luckies.
That was a really funny bit yesterday. So the first song we're going to hear is Remember Pearl Harbor, better known as Wipe the Jap from the Map. Can you imagine if we did this today? The outrage that would be out there?
Why can't we put out an Iraqi song where we sing about how we got to, kill the towel heads? Because these were popular songs. These weren't just niche things that were recorded that people were like, oh, that's awful. This rallied the nation.
There's one from the Andrews Sisters.
See? Very popular.
Didn't get much bigger than that back in the day. And they have a song called You're a Sap, Mr. Jap.
So many things rhymed with Jap back then. So easy to write a song. You're a sap, Mr. Jap.
All right, let's listen to just a piece of Remember Pearl Harbor.
All right.
Wipe the Jap from the map.
Remember Pearl Harbor when you sight down the barrel of your gun. Remember Pearl Harbor, never stop till you drop everyone. Give 'em bomb for bomb, give 'em shell for shell, kill 100 rats for every boy that fell. Remember Pearl Harbor, wipe the Jap from the map, give 'em hell.
Brush your teeth. Brush. Oh, sorry. It sounded like that.
Down on the wide blue sea, a warrior isle of sunshine lay so peacefully. Then from the sky without warning, the vultures swarmed to attack. Hiding behind their peace talk, they stabbed our boys in the back. Remember Pearl Harbor, every hour, every day that we live. Remember Pearl Harbor, and the crime we can never forgive. Through the sweat and toil, through the blood and tears, keep this battle cry ringing in our ears. Remember Pearl Harbor, let the song keep us strong through the years.
All right, enough of that.
Remember Hiroshima. Yeah, I think we won in the end. I think I know how that turns out. I think we persevere and remember Pearl Harbor and barbecue a couple of 100,000 of them.
A little more than that. A little more than that. So it's just amazing. I mean, if you had these type of songs today, the outrage.
I know. You should do that.
All right, the next one.
Stupid insurgents. What rhymes with insurgent? Maybe that's why there's no songs. They give the enemy stupid names now. You can't. How the hell are you going to do that?
The next one, just a piece. We're going to have to slap the dirty little Jap.
We're going to have to slap the dirty little Jap?
And Uncle Sam's the guy who can do it.
Of course he is.
Written by Bob Miller, performed by Carson Robinson, typo, hopefully.
Who wrote Slap the Little Jap? Ed Norton.
They were good. I remember they opened.
We're gonna have to slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the guy who can do it.
Yeah.
We'll skin that streak of yellow from the sneaky little fella, and he'll think a cyclone struck him when we're through it. We'll take that double-crosser to the old woodshed. We'll start right on his bottom, and we'll go to his head. When we get done with him, he'll wish that he was dead. We've gotta slap the dirty little Jap. Uncle Sam's a man who's given a helping hand to many a foreign land. Don't forget it. But when somebody goes to tromping on his toes, they'd better guard their nose or they'll regret it. We're gonna have to slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the guy who can do it. The Japs and all their hooey will be changed into chop suey, and the rising sun will set when we get through it. Their alibi for fighting is to save their face, for ancestors waiting in celestial space. We'll kick their precious face down to the other place. We gotta slap the dirty little Jap.
Goddamn Japs. You want to go out and get them now?
We're gonna have to slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the guy who can do it.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't fool you, mister. He can raise an awful blister, and somebody's pants will burn before we're through it. We'll reach across the ocean and grab that yellow Jap and turn him upside down right on democracy's lap. We'll blister his axis and do it with a snap. We gotta slap the dirty little Jap. Uncle Sam is mild, as peaceful as a child, but never get him riled or you will rue it. So now they want to fight. Well, they bit off quite a bite, and Uncle Sam is going to make them chew it. We're going to have to slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the guy who can do it.
All right, you get the idea there. It goes on forever, but
of course it does.
I smell bit, Anthony. I smell bit.
Yeah?
I think the listeners are talented enough to come up with some current propaganda songs.
Ah, a little few titles for Iraq.
Yeah.
We're going to have to cracky the dirty little Iraqi.
But you have to have it sung in this fun-loving way,
Of course
like
it's
they
fun.
did back in the day.
Back then, they could dance to that. Lovely.
I don't know. I just loved it when we were all just openly racist.
Yeah.
The days.
Because
we weren't even trying to hide it back
who
then.
are you kidding? We're all racist.
Yeah. That yellow
Every single
Jap.
person that listens to this program has racism in their blood. I don't care if you're a black guy listening, a white guy, a trucker, a mom.
A dirty little Jap.
Or even a dirty little Jap. We are all racist. The problem is that we just make believe we're not nowadays. Back then, it was open.
People didn't care.
Man, I used to hang out at the Legion with my dad when he was alive, and man, these guys would just trash each other.
Of course.
There was a Jewish guy there, a black guy there, a Polish guy, an Irish guy, an Italian, and these guys would just go at each other's throats.
They all walked into a bar.
Yeah, they had the best racist jokes that they just would pound each other with.
Yep.
Pound each other. And my dad explained this is just how it was when he was growing up.
Yeah.
The good old days when the Klans just hated colors. Remember that? They expanded. I remember, what? See, that's the problem.
Oh, that was the problem?
But back then, no one hid behind political correctness. Everyone was just openly racist.
Even in war now, you can't be racist, which is hysterical. You're over there, you're killing people, which is good, but you should at least, be allowed to write little ditties like this.
Yeah.
They did it back then. The Japs came over and bombed Pearl Harbor, and they wrote some songs about it. And, it wasn't like that nice little Asian gentleman needs a talking to.
Right.
No, it was, got to slap the dirty little Jap.
Well, we have to be careful with the coverage. We were talking about this a while ago, but it was brought up on TV the other day. Another suicide bomber.
Yes.
They had a big story about another suicide bomber. And, no, it's called
Yeah. Homicide bomber is what Fox News calls them.
No, are you serious?
Because
Yeah,
they don't
freedom
want
fighters.
to. They don't want to put the focus on the bomber. They want to put the focus on the people that were killed. So instead of calling it a suicide bomber, they call it a homicide bomber. But meanwhile, any bombing that kills someone is a homicide bombing, whether the guy plants the bomb and runs away or straps it to his body and dies. The thing that separates it is the fact that the suicide bomber is blowing himself up. So a homicide bombing means nothing.
Right.
A roadside bombing is a homicide bombing if it kills somebody.
Yeah.
Fox News trying to be politically correct, trying to alter your viewpoint a little bit. They don't call Marine snipers on
called
Fox
sharpshooters.
News. They're called sharpshooters.
Yeah.
Because sniper has bad stigma to it.
And they don't call them terrorists; they call them freedom fighters or something.
Well, some of them do, but maybe Al Jazeera. Who calls them freedom fighters?
I don't know. They don't call them terrorists. They call them something. I'll get back to you on that.
Get back to me on that one.
You go in the airport, you get checked by Arabs. Are checking me You get on a
Really?
plane, you never seen at the airport.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
They're checking me to see if they have it. What they're gonna do.
Yeah.
We were in L.A. in the airport. They had a sign in American, and then they had a sign under it in Arabic. Why?
Really?
I'm not lying. A big, whatever. Don't do this, do that. In Arabic and American.
That was good. Anyone that reads it, you can see who's looking at it and sweep them right up.
Oh, that's a good
Take them in the
right.
back and work them over with the phone book.
Yeah, whose eyes are going from left to right?
Yeah. See whose eyes are
or is
going
it
the
right
wrong
to
way.
left? Or how do they read?
Reading that drivel.
Ugh. How do you read that? It's backwards, right?
Oh, they're all backwards.
So it's right
Dirt
to left,
people.
starting from the bottom, working
Dirt
their way
people.
up. I don't know. All right, we got to take a quick break because I just noticed that Mark Patrick is on the line. We want to talk to him about some football and other things. And then we'll get back to more of these songs. We got a few others. We got You're a Sap, Mr. Jap.
They like that sap thing.
And Goodbye Mama, I'm off to Yokohama.
You can use that one. Goodbye, Mama. I'm hunting Osama.
There you go.
Something like that.
I'm feeling a bit, though. I'm smelling it. I'm smelling the bit.
What is Patty doing?
Brand new propaganda songs.
You sure you're smelling the bit? Or no, okay.
No, we took care of the
I
Earth thing
understand.
already.
All right.
Stalker Patty is outside the studio. Yes, we'll talk to her as well. Quick break, and then we got Mark Patrick next.
Learn to play poker with the Opie and Anthony Show.
No. Oh, God. She spilled my chips.
I'm sorry, sir.
Opie. Now clean it out!
That's right. Be a poker player, just like your father.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you happy now, Opie? Are you happy?
XM 202. The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The O&A virus spreading across America. Changing subjects just a little bit for a few minutes here, Anthony.
Yeah, then we'll get back to our
propaganda songs.
Propaganda.
Because people coming up with all sorts of songs that we should be playing.
Yes.
A lot of people mentioning some of the John Valby songs about Osama and Iraq and Saddam and terrorism. We say bring back the propaganda songs.
Love them.
But first, let's go to the phones and say hi to Mark Patrick. Mark, what's up?
Trying to figure out what rhymes with Foxborough. It's like orange. I don't think there's anything that rhymes with Foxborough, is there?
No, Foxborough. No.
I can't do a propaganda song about that.
I guess we could start with the Pats because our own Ben Sparks, who's the producer of our radio show, is a huge Pats fan. They're favored over the Colts. And I don't know.
I don't mean to add to the propaganda, but I just learned through NFL security sources that Ben and Ricky Williams have been planting weed.
Yeah.
Between the hash marks. When they're hash marks.
The field's going to be a mess anyway.
Well, they haven't covered the field.
Yeah, what is this about now? They're cheating.
They're not cheating. They deserve the right. They won 14 games.
Well, Ben, explain this really fast. What are they doing up there in Foxborough?
They let the field. They didn't cover the field, so it rained on the field. So
It rained on the field, so now it's going to be muddy.
Right.
And why would the Pats want this?
Because they tend to play better, and Manning doesn't tend to play well in this condition.
In the mud.
Aren't they growing potatoes, Ben?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
They want to feed the fans.
Yeah,
They want to help out the tsunami victims.
Yeah, they decided to start growing rice up there in Foxborough.
That's what Foxborough looks like. It looks like a tsunami. There are cars being pushed across the end zone, big trees, bodies on the field.
Do you guys remember in '82 when Ron Meyer, who was just this side of being the coach in the longest yard, they were lining up a field goal attempt to win the game against Miami, and it was snowing like crazy, and he had the guy come out
with the snowblower
release.
Yeah, the guy was work release. He was just out of prison, and what he was the one that plowed the field.
Yeah, he came out with a little snowblower and made a little path right to the ball.
It was one of those giant round brooms.
Yeah,
he just ran across it like some big dummy.
Yeah, no one told him. He just did it on his own.
Well, Ron Meyer.
Yeah, right.
But this doesn't seem very legal. Or at least very ethical.
The NFL inspected the field, though, and they said it's okay. They did. I just read that online a little while ago.
You know this is going to backfire.
Of course, all the things like this always backfire.
Manning's going to have the game of his career now because of this. You know that's what happens in these situations.
They've got everything going. I mean, New England has everything going in their direction, though. To start that game at 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon, even if it's balmy, by the time it's 4:30, it's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold. That's right.
And then you're going to have that like mud ice combo.
There's nothing more miserable than a wet, cold field. You're better off to have it frozen and snowing than you are wet and cold.
Yep.
I think. But.
Yeah.
You think the Pats are going all the way this year?
No.
It's the Steelers, right, bro?
No, I really think it's the Colts.
You think the Colts are going to get the job
A lot of people
done?
think the Colts are going to win. Huh. The whole thing.
If they get past this game, I mean, this is their Waterloo. They just can't beat New England. I think they've won twice in the last 15 times they've seen New England. And Peyton Manning's got some kind of weird psychological thing to overcome in this game. But if all of that, saying all of that, they've really lost the last two times they've played them in Foxborough just because of turnovers. So if they can stop that, I think they're a better team because New England's secondary is just beat up right now.
Yeah, we're missing Ty Law and Poole, so yeah. But, we'll see what happens.
Oh, he's making the excuses.
I'm not making any excuses. I get all the
like a
confidence.
typical Boston fan.
Nope. I love these Boston fans.
Ben is doing what I think Colts fans are doing with the field thing,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's setting up an excuse just in case it happens.
All right, how about my Jets?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Help me out. How about the Jets?
Do you own the Jets?
I know. Don't you love how people do that? Don't you love when, for example...
When they beat San Diego, they became my Jets.
Oh, yeah, I know. I understand.
And had they lost, it were those damn Jets.
We do make fun of that. Like when the Red Sox won the World Series, everyone was calling Ben, congratulating him like he had something to do with it.
Yeah. And Ben just now, he's talking about injuries to the team. He goes, well, we lost.
We lost. We lost.
That's true. I did say that.
We, us.
We do get carried away with our rooting, thinking that we really do have something to do with it. But
if Pittsburgh, you're known as Leon Hess for most of the time, it's just your radio name,
right?
If Pittsburgh takes out Pennington, they don't have a backup quarterback. I mean, because Quincy Carter is not even going to be with the team.
Yeah, what's going on with all that, Mark?
Quincy Carter is his mom is ailing, but they think he'll be back for the game. But Pennington will be ready for the game.
He doesn't have the squirts anymore, right?
Yeah, he had the flu all week, right? He had the flu.
He had diarrhea.
He had diarrhea.
He had diarrhea. He had a stomach ache.
Maybe Belichick could fly him up to Foxborough and let him have a little diarrhea action on the field to mix in with the mud. That would help the goal.
I have seen
goal line
NFL games where guys have had the squirts and they're playing on an artificial surface, so it's like. There's no way that they can say, well, I sat down in a puddle.
It's mud, yeah.
Oh, you see it coming right through the uniform sometimes?
Oh, yeah. I've seen guys, because in the NFL, they just wear a jock.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh.
A lot of those guys, the majority wear no hip pads or tailbone pads at all. So they just wear a jock and on those really fat linemen, it's not a good sight up close.
Who'd want to cover somebody and really get close to him if
there's always
stinking like.
Well, I think there's me.
Yep.
And
there's always been stories of these guys that decide not to shower for a whole week and make sure their breath is really bad just to throw off their opponents on the line.
True.
Huh?
Tragically, that's true.
Yeah.
The thing is, they also have to ride like team planes and buses, which really makes guys want to sit next to them on those trips.
So quickly, what do you think? Jets, Steelers, Steelers.
Yeah, I just think that home field advantage is going to be too much. Although the Jets gave Ben Roethlisberger fits first time they got together. But I just think the running game with the Steelers playing at home will probably be too much. But the Jets kind of struck me as one of those teams that for whatever reason, when it comes to playoff time, have kind of got some sort of edge working for them. For
that is weird. On
it's
paper,
one of those weird things that's kind of inexplicable. Like you're not supposed to go to San Diego and win, right?
Right,
you're not supposed to go to Pittsburgh and win, right?
Yeah, on paper it just doesn't make sense. They should lose, but then they have that weird thing going on where you can't count them out.
It reminds me of the Falcons a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl.
And
it was
We had the Falcons at the Super Bowl, and I'm sitting here waiting.
Right. What, did the show cut off at 10 o'clock again?
Well, no, I mean, if you guys remember, I mean, they win. Nobody thought they were going to win the first round. They went up and they won in Minnesota to win the NFC Championship game. And Gary Anderson missed the only field goal he'd missed all year long for Minnesota. And all of a sudden, the Falcons were in the freaking Super Bowl.
And everyone's...
then they got smoked, and everybody goes, well, how'd they get here?
Yeah, exactly.
Who killed them that year in the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl?
Yeah, who was that year? That was
was it Denver? No.
St. Louis. No, Denver. That was Denver.
Yeah, I think it was Denver's second time, right?
You notice how knowledgeable we are, Mark?
Yeah.
Let's
But, I mean, the Jets
faked it pretty good on that one, didn't we?
Not exactly Mike and the Mad Dog
Yeah,
here.
I know. So Calvin Hill is playing with who now?
Yeah, we're just trying to get a quick football wrap. This isn't a sports program. We're all like, yeah, we'll go with that. The Falcons, sure.
But how about that, though? If we went back, if we go back, it's easier to remember. Like, I can tell you the starting lineup for every Major League team in 1969.
Wow.
But I can hardly tell you today because of the way guys are. Same with football players. You mentioned Calvin Hill. Because you can hear Howard Cosell saying all of them, can't you?
Yeah.
Hello again, everyone. With the diminutive Opie in it. An incredible consolidation of talent on XM radio.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
Calvin Hill, whose son, of course, Grant, can barely keep himself alive, much less in the lineup for the Magic of Orlando.
All right,
the matchup.
Going to do it all day?
Of course. Rams, Falcons, Saturday, 8 o'clock. It's not on ABC, thankfully, so we won't have to put up with one Joe Theismann.
That's very good, man.
That's a game that nobody cares about, the Saturday night
Yeah,
game.
I was just about to say, and the who cares game, yeah, St. Louis and Atlanta. Atlanta's favored, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Michael Vick, I hate to be a cliche guy, but it's all going to be Michael Vick, right?
There you have it.
If they stop him, they've stopped the Falcons. And I hope Fox gets some cutaway shots of Mike Martz on the sideline. I don't think we get quite enough of those.
He's a genius, that coach. Unbelievable.
And then the other NFC game is the Vikings and Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles favored.
And the big news there is also Fox, because Red McCombs, the owner of the Vikings, doesn't want Joe Buck working the game. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Wow,
well, it's the whole Randy Moss and Joe Buck thing that happened last week. I thought it was hilarious. You want to explain basically Randy Moss? They're saying it was a mooning, but now they're saying it was actually him mooning and making believe he was taking a crap in the end zone.
The crap part, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that was in honor of Jay Davenport of the Packers, who actually did that in a hamper to a girl at college.
Lovely.
But I don't care what Randy Moss did in the end zone. I was mesmerized by the post-game interviews. Have you seen any of those?
Yes.
I just sat there looking at his hair.
Yeah,
I just couldn't get, and he wasn't paying attention to who was interviewing him, so he was bent down, like messing with his socks or his shoes or something. And he's naked at least from the waist up, but his hair is the only thing you see in the picture. And I just kept waiting for him to pop up and say, "But we won." I mean, he looked like Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I just said to "Okay, Culpepper." Throw Buckwheat the ball.
Wow.
Big
yeah, I mean, So that's what I couldn't believe his hair. So I don't know. I think his whole thing was pretty tame in the end zone, but it all comes down to whether his ankle is relatively healthy in the game.
But Joe Buck was pretty much outraged by the whole thing, and he's the guy doing those commercials, goofing on players like Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, it's all about the history. You know, if you had Brett Favre go in the end zone and do that in Minnesota, is anybody going to say anything?
No.
Nah, it's Brett Favre.
Oh, it's because he's white.
And, he didn't do anything. He fake mooning. Who cares?
It is. It's
Yeah.
because he's white.
I like when I like when these guys showboat. It just makes it a little more fun as you're at home watching
A
this
little more
stuff.
interesting, a little more fun, sure.
I don't know, man. I think the NFL is just so uptight. They don't like the dancing and the spite. They just don't like all that stuff. I love it.
The celebrations.
I don't know. I guess I'm old school. I think that I like the celebration, but I think there's a certain limit. I mean, when it's so contrived, like all of Terrell Owens stuff, and when he goes out and dances on the star at Cowboy Stadium and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
We got Joe Horn on a cell phone. If it's a real exuberant show of celebration, I don't have a problem with that.
I used to like the Gastineau sack dance where he'd jump up and down and beat his girlfriend.
Yeah, when he'd stick his foot in Brigitte Nielsen's face.
No, you're right.
Hey,
Now
she
that's
looks
a
pretty.
sack dance.
Have you seen her lately?
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
what a mess.
Oh, God. She went from...
that time is a bitch, huh?
I tell you what, when Howie Long looks better than she does.
She was a super babe back in the day, She was one of those real tall, blonde, just Amazon hot chicks. And now she's just this old hag.
And now she's banging Flavor Flav.
Banging Flavor Flav. Ugh.
I mean, you can't tell me that silicone doesn't ooze out and cause some kind of aging problem somewhere along the line.
Yeah, she didn't hold up too well at all. But, all right,
man.
Hey, Mark, thank you so much for helping us out with our football coverage.
Oh, well, I think now that we've got it all decided what's going to happen, I would imagine now they won't even play the game.
Because we know.
There's really no need to now that my Jets and my Patriots have been taken care of in this room.
Yeah, we got it in the bag.
All right, so you're going with the Steelers, you're going with Atlanta, you're going with Philly?
Yes.
The Eagles over Minnesota, and the Colts over New England.
Yes.
Very nice.
All right, we'll remember.
Anything you want to plug?
Well, don't forget that MLB's new network starts on XM sometime first week of February, we think.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. A
Yeah.
lot of fun to check out. Cool.
Any of the XM MLB staff be on steroids?
Well, as a matter of fact, we have steroid testing, not like the new steroid testing policy in Major League Baseball, but we have to be on them.
Yeah, that went down today, actually.
Yes,
the
it did.
new steroid policy in Major League Baseball.
Yes, Bud Selig has been very, very demonstrative.
Doesn't that kind of get you when you see this get tough policy, right? And the guy that comes out and announces it sounds like Droopy Dog.
The little worm. Yeah.
We're getting tough on people like Barry Bonds and Jason Giambi. No more steroids.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. One thing I found out, though, they're not going to test or they don't do anything for amphetamines in baseball. Isn't that odd?
A little odd.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed at the things that are against the law aren't tested for.
Yeah. No problem if you want to, snort up some crystal meth and go out there and whack a few at the wall. But I think we're going to see some home run records. I think we've seen the last of a lot of these home run records.
Yes.
These big guys are just not big anymore.
I think Barry Bonds is going to lead the league next year with 28 homers.
28, huh?
We're going back to the old days now. Because Anthony and I, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. These guys are running scared. Some of these guys are popping up on TV, and they look a lot smaller already.
Emaciated.
Well, I tell you what the interesting thing was with the human growth hormone, which was everybody just says steroids, but it was really this human growth hormone.
Yeah.
What it did was make their heads huge.
Is that it?
Seriously.
Yeah, some of these guys.
Barry Bonds went from more. There used to be, I know guys that work at New Era, the hat company that provides all the hats for Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
10 years ago, there was one player in the big leagues that had a hat size of 8. And it was Bruce Bochy, who's the manager of the Padres. He just naturally had a head that they used to run NASCAR races around. I mean, it was big.
Zimmer's hat wasn't that big?
Who?
The Zim.
Oh, no.
Zim's hat's got to be giant.
That's got a plate in it that's keeping his a standard 7.5.
That huge
So now
pumpkin head.
all these guys have big heads.
But now, yeah, last year there was something like 48 guys that had over a size 8. That just doesn't happen.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
That little bit of that stat.
So,
That's a baseball stat
every
we haven't
time you
seen.
talk about baseball, you want to start talking like the Major League Baseball play-by-play guys, don't you?
Absolutely.
Have you guys, listen, Opie, Anthony, if I could, have you guys ever noticed when you talk to these guys, they talk this way even when you see them like in church? You know, it says in the book of Paul Simon, there are 50 ways, indeed, to leave your lovers. Well, again, everybody.
Yeah, that affected baseball announcer voice, man. They all got it.
Me up. I just want to know what dinner's like at their house. Yeah, you know, could you pass the mashed potatoes are delicious. You know, that's the 5th time this season, darling, that you've fixed those. And my goodness. Those Oreitos are excellent each and every time we touch it. There's a ball low and away. Hey, listen.
Goddamn, very good.
That's good.
Mark, thank you so much.
All right, good to talk to you guys. We'll talk to you again soon.
We love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
There he goes, Mark Patrick.
Instant feedback, Angel Eyes from Philly. This just in, ESPN is doing dick jokes. Very funny.
We're trying to get a little more,
That's a funny guy,
a little more variety on our show.
Yeah,
we were trying out Mark. We're trying to get a little more sports on our program.
You're just mixing it up a little. That's all.
A little bit. Starker Patty has to leave. Did she leave?
I think she left.
Oh, no.
I told her yesterday she came in.
Oh, that's too bad.
I told her to come in tomorrow, and she said, I have to go to work early.
Oh, poor Stalker Patty left. 2 days in a row that she left. Oh.
I have to be at work by 9, so could I come in at 7:30? And I was like, yeah, sure, Patty, whatever you want.
What a shame. What a shame.
It's said that she has a job, and Mary, whatever they want, does.
Lady Di.
Oh, before we leave, we were talking about sports. Well, here's the latest sound clip from Randy Moss.
All right.
Because I guess the NFL's fined him what? $100,000 or 10,000?
No,
10,000,
10
right? 10 grand.
For what?
And because it was.
I saw it. He didn't do anything.
These guys are just so uptight that run the NFL. It's just funny.
Well, let's hear it. That's not him. You drunken midget.
All
right. Well, this is what he has to say about his $10,000 fine.
Are you upset about the fine? No, because it ain't number 10 grand. What's 10 grand to me? Next time I might shake my.
All right, someone's got to explain what he said.
Oh, my God. He goes, that's 10 grand. That's nothing to me.
Dude, you know how many times he's got arrested, all the problems he's got in? He's a punk.
And I think he said, next time I'll shake my dick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he said?
Something like
that.
Yeah, he's
next
a problem.
time, I think I read
player,
somewhere,
man.
next time I'll take my dick out and shake it or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what he said, shake my dick.
All right, let's try it again now. It's just a quick clip. The beeps mess it up.
Are you upset about the fine? No, because it ain't number 10 grand. What's 10 grand to me? Next time I might shake my.
Yeah, what's 10 grand to me? That ain't shit.
He took a water bottle. He sprayed water on a ref once. Then he got arrested. He's got himself into trouble before.
This guy didn't come from the NBA, did he?
No.
That criminal league.
He's a good player, though. Moss a good player, but yeah,
wow.
He's still a thug, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah,
you know?
you need all that stuff in the
You need a guy
NFL.
to say, yeah, you
it
know
makes
what,
it more fun.
Yeah, but they used to just contain it to the Cowboys.
I know.
Now it just seems like every team has this thug mentality.
They apologize, the guys at IBM don't apologize.
What's 10 grand?
10 grand.
I give that to my friend Bub. Bubby in prison.
Ben, what else we got for
Bubby,
the program
shoot.
today? We missed the Stalker Patty thing. That's all right, though.
Will Arnett, who's on the show Arrested Development, coming on
to say hi.
Go.
Yeah.
More Rich Voss. Is Jim Norton checking in from Chicago?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I saw him on the hotline for like a second.
I'm sleeping.
Then he heard Voss, and all of a sudden, I swear to God, the phone hung up. So I don't know what that,
No, he knows I'm here.
No, I know, but maybe we just want to, see how his flight was. And
it's not like walking in on your chick with some guy just because he calls up and Voss is sitting here, Who's that? Did I hear a comic's voice in there? No, it's no one, dear.
He was very happy about his flight arrangements to New Orleans, he was telling me. So.
Oh, I was too.
Yes.
Yeah. I checked my email, and everything was spelt out, everything exactly the way we want it. Airplane Diva.
Game on. We're going to Mardi Gras.
Game on.
Game on.
We're
We're going
going.
to be
We're
in Mardi
booked.
Gras. We'll give you the dates if anyone else is going to be down there. Hang out with us and party with us. Okay. Lady Di, real fast.
Yes, hi. How you doing?
Make it
How's
fast.
everything?
Make
Hey,
it fast.
Opie, I heard you talking about football. I have a shirt for you.
Oh
A Jet shirt?
I don't wear.
You don't wear T-shirts?
I don't wear shirts with sports logos on it.
Is it from your dead roommate?
Huh?
You took it from your dead roommate, huh?
My roommate is not here right now.
Yes, he's dead.
No, he's not. No.
No, the old roommate's
No.
dead. We'll get to the bottom of that story eventually. I
He is
guarantee.
not. He's down the shore.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
he's coming back, I think, today sometime.
I don't need your Jets shirt. I don't need anything
look,
from
look.
you.
Lady, the refrigerator die.
Opie, I wanted to let you know, I talked to Marion. Please don't say anything about my son anymore, because she's not happy about that. Are you there?
I don't care if she's happy or not happy about anything we do in this program.
How about not being happy with the fact that he's going to grow up? How about the fact that you can be not happy about the fact that he's growing up without the love of a mother that is incapable of taking
love.
care of her?
Here you go.
Of him.
He has all my love.
Here you go.
Boy, I really spit that out eloquently, didn't I?
If you don't want us talking about your son anymore,
Yeah.
you stop calling the program, you become a distant memory, and everyone is fine.
Okay, Mommy dear. Here, look at Mommy dearest.
Because
Here's
it's gonna-
the-
Everything is okay with
Mommy
my son
dear.
and I.
But it's gonna
Strap him in.
You call the show.
Okay.
We will be talking about your son. That's the choice you make.
But the thing is, they're not saying anything bad about your son. They're saying bad things about you. Your son's probably a great kid.
Rich, I understand that, but
Okay,
your son's probably a great
yeah.
kid because someone
Get out
else
of it.
in
You know.
your extended family realized there was a problem with you, and decide, well, we got to take the son away from her so he has a chance at a normal life.
Yeah, who decided it
wrong
was
with that.
time to take the kid away from you, Di?
So I applaud that person in your family.
Di, who decided it was time to take the kid away from you?
The kid
Doesn't
did.
matter.
You know you're the drag in the family, right? Every family has one person that people are like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be
They're not invited
we'd be
to
a
family
perfect
gatherings.
Yeah, we'd be a perfect
can't
family
say
if
that
it wasn't
about
for
Yeah,
this.
there's always one where you actually look at them across the table and go, you know, if we weren't related, I wouldn't even talk to you.
Oh, no, that's
They make you-
not
You're the one in your family.
They make you clap when you leave the room so they know you're not
No.
stealing.
No.
And they have
No,
to
they don't do
they
that.
have to fake it during the holidays. So, Lady Di, how's the job hunting going?
Lady Di, they
As
call
they
me
nervously
Diana.
kind of look at you like, I already know the answer. She's a drunk
You were
slob.
you were the reason why they invented re-gifting.
No.
Because nobody goes out and buys you anything. They just take old shit.
Excuse me.
Listen to me. You're
I have
done.
a few gifts.
Yeah, you got gifts.
Lady Di, get your
You don't
get
have
your
a
act.
gift when it comes to people.
Just get your act together.
Well, you know, Marion bought me a few things.
So,
Is she really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Lady Di,
And, you know, I bought her a few things also.
as Anthony used to say, Lady Di, not only
No,
Not
no,
on-
you said that.
Not only a name, a good idea.
No.
Goodbye.
You're the one.
Enough.
No. One of my favorite things Anthony has come up with.
Unfit parent.
All right, we're going to get back to some of these propaganda songs. We got, are we going to get to the Michael Jackson thing? Where did
Oh, God, some of that stuff that's coming out.
where did my prep sheet go? And also,
This guy's going to prison.
Also, we got to talk about Paul and Yoko. They're at it again. And, you know, maybe we'll get into that next because that's just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, as we go to break, someone reminded me that there are current propaganda songs out there.
Yeah.
Our old pal John Valby, who I think is playing Jersey tonight somewhere. He doesn't need a plug. He sells out wherever he goes, but it would have been nice if he called and said hi if he's in the area. But as we go to break, I think we have a little ditty from John Valby.
Another one, story song. We come from Alabama, but we're in Afghanistan. We're Navy SEALs and Green Berets hunting for a man. They say he has a bearded face, a diaper on his head. I heard we won't be going home until that fucker's dead. Oh, Bin Laden, no, don't you die too quick. I've come to fuck your fanny with some anthrax on my dick. When Osama's finally captured, let's not cut off his dork. Let's handcuff both his testicles and drag him to New York. There will contact firemen, turn on a power hose, screw it to his sphincter till the shit comes out of zone. I come to fuck your fanny with some anthrax on my dick. We realize in prison food will probably give you gas. So said, let's smoke a bunker buster up your fucking ass. Oh, my asshole, you fucking make me gag. You're like 10 pounds of camel shit in a 9-pound bag.
The very worst of the Opie and Anthony FU line.
Yeah, I just want to give a big FU to Lady Di. I think you're about 3 huffings away from Anna Nicole Smith. Go out and get a job and take care of your son, you fucking twat.
And this is a big FU to that fucking stupid motherfucker that had the Circuit City install his XM radio and says he has to fucking turn on his lights for the XM to come on. You dumb motherfucker, just drive with your lights on all the time and the XM will be on. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I want to say fuck you to that crack whore cunt that blocked the whole place up where I couldn't get my truck in there this morning. Fuck you, you crack whore cunt.
Let's say an FU out to all the stupid-ass drivers out there in Virginia. What the hell? There's not even an accident and there's bumper-to-bumper traffic? Get a light. Learn how to drive.
Yeah, I'd like to leave a big fuck you for the guy in charge of the goddamn audio on the fucking show. You go from spot to spot. You gotta constantly turn your radio up and down to adjust for it. Get somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing in there. Fuck you.
Big fat effing FU to Boston Mayor Tom Menino, Mumbles, who finally decided that he's not going to do another re-election. God knows that you wouldn't have thought that Opie and Anthony would go on to bigger and greater things, and the only bigger thing you'd go on to is a fatter waistline. You big, fat, mumbling acorn marbles in your mouth, son of a bitch. So glad you're gone, and I'm so glad O&A are doing better than you ever will.
Hey, Osama bin Laden. Fuck you! Yeah, this is a big fuck you from Martini Steve. Steve, you faggot. I was listening to some of the old shows from XM, and what the fuck? You can't say no to your wife when she wants to watch a chick flick? You actually know lines from Notting Hill? Don't you know enough from the trailers not to go see the fucking movie, you idiot? God, fuck you, Steve. Go fucking burn in hell.
Yeah, this is Tony from Mississippi. I want to give a big FU to a friend named Ben. He wouldn't play Monster Rain with me last night. Fuck you, Ben.
Yes, Robert De Niro for little Jimmy Norton.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line at 1-866-FU line 1. 1-866-FU line 1. Oh, fuck you very much.
It's everything 24/7 XM 202. The O&A virus. It's everything all the time.
Opie and Anthony Show. XM 202.
Yeah! Seek and destroy! Yeah! Seek and destroy! Yeah! Seek and destroy! Yeah! Seek and destroy!
The unfit mother wants to say one more thing. Yes, unfit mother.
Excuse me, I'm not an unfit mother.
Yes, you are.
Come on.
First of all,
Cut it
right
out.
now you should be out
No,
job hunting,
what-
not calling
all right.
a radio station.
All right, Opie, listen to me. Are you there?
Yes, unfit mother.
Okay. I'm not an unfit mother.
If you were a fit mother,
was a better
you're
mom.
on. Why isn't your son with you?
My son is staying with my father.
Why? Because you are not fit. Because
right
you
now.
are not fit to care for him.
No,
and that's normal.
I am fit.
That he should be with your father. Your father did such a great job of raising his kids. Look at you. You're a mess.
No, I'm not.
Listen,
All right,
the kid's
Opie.
going to grow up with an alcoholic mom. He's going to be. Listen to me. He's going to have eating disorders, become codependent. He's going to have problems because you
Fred.
didn't show him. I am telling you, I know the deal.
Hey, is he
Listen
acting
to me.
feminine at all?
Look.
Is your
Listen.
son acting feminine at all?
No.
No, because he's. I tell you, with everything that's happening to him, you're guiding him right into a gay lifestyle.
I'm telling you, it did the same thing my mom
No,
did.
He's very much a boy, believe me.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Unfit mother, hurry up. We got a big TV star that's waiting to get on our program.
Mother,
Come
but I
on.
wanted to let you know that you're the one, when we were in Belmar, you're the one that wrote down Lady Di, not just a name, but a good idea. Remember that?
What?
when you signed the picture for me.
Right. Well, for now on, I'm going to sign because she asks for autographs all the time. I'm going to sign to the unfit mother.
Right.
No, don't do that.
Get a life.
Will you be nice?
Unfit mother.
All right. Look. Whatever. No. I'm not an unfit mother.
Take your life.
No.
She's the kind of person that says, like,
no.
New Year's, this is going to be my year. And you're thinking, why? You've been a loser for 39 years. Why is it going to all turn around? But you can make it turn
39
around.
years.
Well, however old you are.
Figure.
You know, who knows how old
I'm
you are?
42.
Yeah, to the second power.
You're going to die, and no one's going to care.
That is not true.
No one's going to
and
care.
I'm gonna
Not
live a
even your
long
son.
life.
The guy at the liquor store.
Your son doesn't even know you.
Here's the reaction after Lady Di dies.
Oh boy.
Oh.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, well, at least when I die, I get the next
I'm going to live a very long life.
Oh.
All right, Lady Di.
Guaranteed.
Thank you, Lady
Okay.
Di.
Thank you,
Okay,
unfit mother.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, bloated liver.
There she goes. The cooler, everyone.
No.
The cooler.
Rich.
What?
Hey, Will.
Hi.
I'm sorry you had to hear that. It's Will Arnett from Arrested Development. He's like probably trying to figure out what the hell that was all about.
Oof.
That was crazy. I've never heard that lady diet, not only a name, but a good idea.
Yeah, we love that one.
Yeah.
This lady's a mess.
Her name's Diane. I don't know how it ever got to be Lady Di. I don't know. She is just a waste of a human. What you got going on, Will? I hear Arrested Development coming out on DVD.
Arrested Development came out on DVD.
Yeah, it's a couple months ago, right? Doing pretty well.
I have to spit it out like a promo robot. Please go to your store and buy it.
Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. The show critical acclaimed.
Yes.
What?
It's very no. Actually, it's really it's a good show.
It's a real good show.
I do watch it.
We've had some of the critics. There's one guy we don't have, but I'm working on him.
Who's that?
Some dude in Canada.
Oh, stop right there.
Yeah.
You can stop right there.
It's a Canadian. They don't count.
I'm technically I'm Canadian.
Yes, technically, but where do you work? Where do you earn that money?
Exactly.
Where do you live?
Right. I don't get paid in multicolored bills anymore.
You're from Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
We go
You are
there
from Toronto.
We go there occasionally.
Toronto.
It's a good time. Listen, it's a good time. I don't want to alienate the 4 people in Canada who watch my show.
I got to tell you, Montreal kicks Toronto's ass, though.
Montreal's a good time.
As far as hipness and coolness and
really
hot
girls.
broads.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God, Montreal! If you want to go out and have a great time, Montreal is the place to go.
Oh, Crescent Avenue, is it?
Yeah, yes.
Here's the deal. Anthony and I have been in Toronto, and we've been in Montreal. Yeah. When I'm walking around the streets of Toronto, I feel like I wasn't living in the 50s in America, but I feel like that's how they dressed and acted.
Yeah, for sure.
But then you go to Montreal, and they're just rocking and rolling, man. The girls are showing a lot of skin.
Yeah.
There's peep shows and strip clubs all over that city.
Montreal's kind of like what America should be like now, and America's kind of going back towards more of being like Toronto.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with you.
And Montreal, you go. Nobody gets to the club till midnight. They dance all night. Incredibly beautiful girls who actually get dressed up, and not to like, not just cutting off their shorts and thinking that makes them hot, but actually making themselves sexy.
Yeah, they're wearing like hot clothes. They look like models. They all look like the Robert
Yeah,
Palmer
no, the
video.
hottest women I've ever seen were in Montreal.
Without it, yeah.
Second place, believe it or not, San Francisco.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Beating L.A. out.
Sure they were
yes.
women?
Yes. I believe that.
Yes.
I think New York beats L.A. out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York, you fall in love every single corner.
Yeah.
It just drives you nuts. You see a girl like, wow, that's the one I'm looking for. And
only half the year, though, because it's got to be summer. In the winter, you can't even see them. They're all bundled up. It's a mess.
Yeah, but when
runny noses,
when
no
they start
makeup
taking
on.
off the layers around April, you just lose your mind in New York City.
Yeah, that first week in New York, like in the spring, when it's kind of warm, and all the women, it seems like it's like they got together and they said, "All right, guys, this is the week we're going to do it, girls."
Right, yeah. They just take to the streets.
Yeah,
and you start smelling fresh vagina everywhere.
Oh, Jesus!
Vaginas in
God.
the air.
Are you a married? Are you a married guy, Will?
I am. I am a married guy.
You are. How long?
About a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Right before the show really hit, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear, man.
Jesus, that's a rough one, man.
Don't worry, you don't have to acknowledge what we're saying.
Yeah.
We'll talk for you.
We'll just wink here and know that you understand exactly what we're saying.
And my laugh can be interpreted as me thinking you guys are absurd, right?
Right, exactly. You get married, you did a couple of, I liked the movie Sally. That was really good.
It was a weird one.
Yeah. And then, after that, what, Mike O'Malley show?
Yeah, Mike O'Malley show, and then a string of pilots that nobody ever heard of.
And right about there,
and then right about there,
where all the pilots were just really not working for you, like,
I'm seeing in a moment of desperation you hooked up, and then we get this huge hit. Ron Howard involved. I mean, it's great, and all of a sudden you're married.
I literally, the timing is like that. By the way, I literally got married the day after we started shooting the series.
And it was just going to be another pilot, probably.
And I'm sure she's cool and all, but you got to. I am thinking your friends are looking at you like, dude, do you understand what you could do with this?
I scored. I honestly did.
All right.
That's cool. Oh, that's good.
Don't worry, she doesn't have satellite radio. It's just Aunt and I and you, Will.
Just us, Will. Is she an actress or?
She is an actress. Yeah.
Real? Anything we would know?
She's she's the other half of Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live.
Get out of here.
Yeah, her name's Amy Poehler. Yeah.
That's your wife?
Yeah,
right,
man.
Well, then that's cool.
You scored.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is really cool.
Now we look like idiots.
And she's bringing in Digit, too.
Yeah, and she's bringing in some
Yeah.
All
right.
Wow.
Maybe she's the one kicking herself in the ass.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm on Saturday Night Live.
Wow, yeah. So Will, there must have been a time there where it was like you were the guy like, oh, I got to get a gig.
Yeah, actually now you're going, whew, thanking God that you got Arrested Development.
What do you mean? The year and a half where I thought that my destiny was to be a houseboy?
Exactly.
Throwing firecrackers.
I like this guy. All right.
That's cool. Wow. Is she funny around the house?
Yeah, man. She is such a cool lady, and she's really hot too.
Yeah. No, I have no complaints about her. I would definitely. I'm sorry. No, she's
no, go ahead. No. Finish the thought.
How'd you hook up?
We met in New York years ago through a friend. She does. She's been involved in improv comedy for a long time. She's got a theater in New York, and just kind of met through friends.
Wow. Why isn't that as publicized as like Brad and Jennifer?
Yeah, well,
I had no clue.
Who was a better agent?
Because neither of us makes $20 million a movie.
Yeah,
they're not following you around wondering when you're going to have a kid. Following you on vacation. None of that.
That's my mom's job.
Yeah. Have you ever had the paparazzi in your face?
Very, very little. I mean, only when I call them. And
please snap off some.
I'm proud to say Anthony and I had them follow us around for a while, and it's a very strange experience.
Yeah, I remember you guys went through a tough time there. When
right. Yeah, the scourge.
What does everyone know about us?
Come on, what are you going to do? I mean, I live in America,
dude. We had. Well, I could talk for myself because Anthony was living in an apartment, so it was a little different for him. But I was renting in the top half of a house on Long Island, and the photographers camped outside my house for a week with lawn chairs and these huge telescopic lenses. They were jumping out of the bushes when I was coming back from the grocery store.
It's crazy, right?
It was insane. One day, it's a true story. I just want to leave my house. I couldn't figure out how to do it because they had all the angles covered. So they even weren't sure if there was an exit at the back of the house, maybe stairs that went outside. So, but they had the angles just in case that I left from the back.
Yeah.
So what I had to do, and this is a true story, I learned this from TV. I tied a bunch of sheets together.
TV.
And I actually shimmied down from the second floor. I had my brother take my car and park it in a parking lot because they saw the car in the driveway. So he just casually walked to my house, jumped in my car, and left. And I shimmied down the sheets. They were left hanging in the wind. And jumped over my neighbor's fence and got my car and left for the day. And those idiots stayed there all day waiting.
It would have been easier to get Steve McQueen in tunnel out.
Oh, I know. One day I just watched them watch me all day long. I thought it was the most fascinating thing. I was just peeking through the blinds, and I saw them looking at their watches and getting on their cell phone, giving updates to the papers or whoever they were working for. And then they would get like deli orders and go, yeah, you want coffee? You could even read their lips. Like, you want coffee? Yeah. You want a sandwich? Okay.
Because they needed that shot of the scourge of society.
Yeah. And they never... mean, I'm proud to say they never got it because it was a game I started playing with them. But
you know what's so nuts too is like I know like you read the newspapers or the magazines and you're like you see these actors and you're like this guy's a douche or whatever, and then this past summer I worked with Jennifer Lopez on this movie and these guys, they went crazy. Like, I mean, she couldn't go 10 feet. They're shoving the camera under the fence and stuff. And I got it when I saw it from the other side. I was like, you know what? That's no way to live, man. That really sucks for her in a lot of ways. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize how incredibly intrusive it is.
But I think but a lot of these actors also will go out to certain places to have the people come shoot them.
I would do that. I have no problem with
I think, unfortunately, when you get up to that status, it just comes with the territory. You know, they want those people in their faces when they're promoting something that they believe. You know, so it's a tough one. You know, you can't just tell them to turn it off.
Right. Yeah,
You know?
you're right.
I mean, by the way, we got a famous TV star in the studio with us today.
yeah, please.
Will, did you watch Last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
You did?
We have Rich Voss in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. He was the guy, if you watch the show, that did a lot of ironing.
Season 1 and
smoking
season 3.
cigarettes and ironing was pretty much
Season 1 and Season 3. He was called the Don.
Yeah, Rich.
How's it
How
going,
you doing, man?
Huh?
How are you?
Good, great. Things are cool. Not as
Very funny.
Oh, thank you.
Matter of fact,
Thank you.
when Rich was doing his thing, all the rag magazines were finding all sorts of old stories about you.
Yeah, I was in the Inquirer and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they were digging up old stories. What was the one we were laughing because we've known Rich for I don't know 5-6 years now, you know. And when he made it big, it was fun for all of us. I'm not gonna lie, we trash him and stuff, but it was a lot of fun. and then we're reading about him in the Inquirer and stuff, and it was just I don't know. What was the story like?
When I used to do drugs, I guess going from drugs to sobriety or something.
Yeah,
I didn't tell whatever the
An
story
awful
was.
story.
I don't know, whatever story. They had a picture of me when doing comedy in somebody's living room. I do a private party. I went from, I mean, I used to do a show. I did a show in some lady's living room to 16-year-olds
For crack money?
It was pretty much for crack money.
Will, one of the greatest moments. I mean, when we met Rich, doing well locally and stuff, and then he gets up to this huge huge. And I'm at the Montreal Comedy Festival with a bunch of the guys that do our radio show, and these fat women come walking up to us. It was me, Norton, and Voss, and they obviously wanted a picture, okay?
Yeah.
So they get all crazy, like, oh, my God, that's Voss from Last Comic Standing. You know, he was getting a lot of attention up there with the national press and stuff. And then all of a sudden they look at me. And this was after our incident, St. Pat's, and I'm kind of like nodding, like, oh, here it comes. They're gonna recognize me too, you know?
Yeah.
And they look at me and like, excuse me, and I'm ready to go. Yes, that was me, and it was stupid. And all of a sudden they go, could you take the picture?
A little taste of reality there, huh?
Freaking Voss to this day has not let me forget this moment. And then I'm like, but I'm famous too. And they're like, yeah, whatever, dude. We need a picture with Voss to bring home with us.
Patrice was on Arrested Development.
Was he?
Yeah, he played a cellmate. He played the cellmate.
Who's that?
Patrice O'Neill, big black guy. He's
Oh,
very
yeah. Oh, man, I know. He was really funny.
He's a funny comic. He's like one of the best. And he was
Rich,
on.
Actually, I think we got a lot of people in common, too.
Who?
Comics from New York. Like Brian Callen and all these
Oh,
guys.
he's a great guy. He was in Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he on? He's on Arrested Development?
No, he's not. He's out here. He's doing that show with Kirstie Alley, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
fat
fat
show?
actress.
Yeah. My God, is she is huge, man. Talk about the Inquirer and the Star.
Yeah.
They can't leave her alone.
I
They
know,
can't
it's
get enough of her.
unbelievable.
Hey, what's the deal with Portia de Rossi? She's been in the news lately.
I guess, yeah.
See any girlfriends coming to the set?
I haven't. I've read the reports. I haven't seen anything. Can I say that?
No, you can say that. Very, very safe, very good answer. And I got to tell you, David Cross is hysterical on the show.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, man. And the writers of our show, really, those guys are the stars. I mean, every week, honestly, we are just paid monkeys. But guys like David Cross, he brings so much to it too. Like he's a great improviser. He brings lots of the character. He's great, man.
It's good to see that the writing's coming back into this stuff because that's why the reality shows just took off because it was the same old crap on TV.
I know.
Yeah. And we were all looking for something new, and then Survivor hit and was like, okay, let's just start filming crap. You know, but with the Arrested Development and the good writing, it gives hope.
Everybody like does know about.
Yeah, sitcom. It's shot differently.
Yeah.
It's really, you guys are very talented, the actors and actresses on it, and the writing, man. It's like it's a lot more cutting edge than anything else you see. They're willing to take the risks and chances and not worry about insulting people or offending people with some of the content. And it's something you don't really see out there. It's a really, really good show.
That's what people want to see, Edgy. They're sick and tired of seeing it. You know, we don't care about Will and Grace and all that crap, you know. They want to see
cookie cutter,
I can honestly say
crap.
I've never seen an episode of Will and Grace.
But why do you think people watch HBO and Oz and Sopranos? They want to see what's they want. They don't want this.
Well, you're right. You're totally right.
And I've been so jaded. I don't watch stuff like this. My girlfriend actually turned me on to Arrested Development because I'm so jaded with TV shows. I just won't watch them. And
You're just assuming that's going to be the same old crap.
I assumed it was going to be the same old crap, and then I sat down and watched it. It's really good.
My favorite show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Funny show, man.
Hey, speaking of The Sopranos, you were on one of the shows, no?
I did a couple of
Who'd you play?
episodes, small part.
Did you get beat up or whacked or something?
I wish that would have been interesting.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool, man.
You know, literally, like the camera like passes by me a couple times. You know?
Really? Oh, you didn't have a big role there?
No. You know, actually, true story. I went in there to read for it for the guy David Chase, the creator of the show, and it was one line, right? And they literally said, "Look, you got to go out to Queens to audition, and you got to spit out this one line." I said, "All right." I go out there, I get in front of him with the casting director. They go, "Okay, go ahead." And I kind of looked at him blankly, and then I turned to the casting director and I said, "Line."
You had one line.
For one line.
Wow.
That's awful.
I figured screw it. You know, went on, and he laughed, and I got the part. So what the hell?
Oh, that's funny.
That's Walken's wife or something, the casting person for that, right?
Yeah, Georgianne Walken.
Yeah,
really nice lady.
The first season I had 3 callbacks, and I went in to read. I go, I know I'm getting a part. And I stink at acting. If they were
Sopranos?
Yeah, the first season. If they were doing a movie about me, I probably wouldn't. I'm telling you, I stink. So I'm going to read, and she starts reading my lines. Right? I'm going, oh, I'm done. And I didn't know. I didn't. What you know? Now I would just ad lib or say, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know.
Yeah.
But back then I was scared and nervous.
Choked up, sweated.
I was a mess. You know.
Started sweating.
She was married to Christopher Walken. You know, who was in Pulp Fiction doing it, and I'm in there trying to get a line. Get me out of here! I can't tell me auditions. You walk out. I walked out of it. I just wanted to kill myself.
You should have.
Yeah.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Well, thank you guys.
Really fast though, there was one other thing I saw in your bio here: Celebrity Poker Showdown.
How'd you do?
Anthony's big time into the gambling online. And,
I love poker
and watching.
Oh man, I tell you, I played all right, but let me say this: I got beat. This is the worst part. Is like you do a show like Arrested Development, and you hope that people like it. And you know that it's a quality show. And you got, it's tough to get ratings and stuff. And then I'll be like eating in a restaurant in New York, and a guy comes up and he goes, "Hey," and I think that all of a sudden he's going to go into like, "I love the show," and he says, "Man, I can't believe you folded that pair of 10s." I'm like, thanks.
Oh, that's classic.
Who'd you lose to?
Peter Facinelli.
Okay.
Do you know him?
Help us out.
I know the name.
You know, he's married to Jenny Garth. He used to be on a show called Fast Lane and last year with Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy.
Blah, blah, blah. And nice guy, whatever. He had a poker coach in the stands.
Oh, Christ. Come on, it's a game.
Yeah. So, I mean, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Are you in New York or L.A. right now?
I'm in Los Angeles as we speak.
Oh, sleepy.
Yeah, it's 6:30 LA time.
I'm firing up the coffee, though.
All right. Hey, Will, this was a lot of fun, man. I hope you call back sometime.
Hey, listen, guys, thanks for having me, man.
If you're ever in town, man, stop by. We have fun in here.
I would. You guys are in New York?
Yeah, 57th.
I live in New York.
Well, then come on in when you get back here.
I will. I'm going to do that.
We're right across from Shelley's Steakhouse.
That's where I live.
You're lying.
At Shelley's Steakhouse?
That's a really good restaurant, but we're in between 7th and 6th Avenue on 57th.
Let's do it up.
All right, so we want to promote the DVD?
DVD coming out. We got a new episode airing on Sunday, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Great show, man.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. Nice to meet you too, Rich.
Take care, man. Tell Brian I said hi.
I will.
There he goes. Will Arnett, everyone. That was really good.
It was cool.
He's even got the cool voice. He's got that cool.
Oh yeah.
Scratchy rough.
We're trying. I mean, We're trying to get more guests on our show, but in the past we just hated guests because they all have this just attitude and stuff. So we're looking for people that just could hang. That guy could hang.
Get the show. Yeah, he's
Get
funny.
the show. There's no publicist going, oh, don't go there. Don't say that. You can't talk about if he wants to bang other chicks. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
We were talking about him being married and then getting the show and like, oh, you blew it. It was Amy Poehler's
Yeah, I
wife.
know.
That's
hilarious.
hysterical.
It worked out pretty well. So, all right. Can we get Jim Norton on the phone before we end the week? We're gonna try. All right.
Oh, Jimmy.
Just tell him we get frequent flyer miles if he answers.
Well, he's playing Zanies in Vernon
great
Hills in Chicago all weekend long. Our own Jim Norton. That's why he's not here today. Voss filling in, doing a great job. As we go to break from his Yellow Discipline CD, we've been featuring tracks from Jim Norton CD. He's had this out for a while. He's a little too shy to bring it to the table.
Jimmy shy, yes.
When it comes to actually playing his material, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a plug whore. Let's not get crazy here. But you can get his CD off his website, eatabullet.com. We figured it would be a great day to kind of, play some of his tracks.
Showcase our missing Lil guy.
And I've been single for a little while. Being single sucks. If you have somebody stay together, we had like one of those little stupid misunderstandings you have in a relationship. I was having erection difficulties. And we had different ideas as to the problem. She bought me Viagra. I bought her a treadmill. I'm all about compromise. I'll eat a few pills. Just get your fat ass on the machine. Nah, it was one of those little stupid things, man. Like, you ever have those dumb little misunderstandings? I don't know. She was shallow, basically. That's what it was. I thought I knew her, and she was shallow. I was ready to ask her to marry me, and then all of a sudden, after 3 years, she wants to run out and find a guy that doesn't hit her. Like I told her to serve supper cold. And I don't get nervous on stage at all, but you get me one-on-one with a beautiful woman, I am pathetic. Like, you ever been on a date and it's going well, but you know you're going to ruin it because you suck? You're in the middle of dinner, she does something unexpected, like squeeze your hand like an idiot, you go, and spill semen in your lap. Try to cover it up and say something clever. Ha ha, hope the cleaner can get out hepatitis. Not that I have it, that's just a sign of a good cleaner. I hate being with new people. You ever notice the first time you're naked in front of someone, you automatically just start explaining away all your physical atrocities? Like maybe if I say it casually, she won't vomit and leave. As soon as your shirt comes off, you're like, well, I used to do a lot of sit-ups, but it hurt my back. I don't know where these tits came from. Because I am abysmal naked. I'm pale, I have no body hair, little pink nipples. I look like a newborn orangutan. You ever look at yourself naked in a full-length mirror and you want to fall on a knife? I hate my little fat man tits. That's really sexy when you're fooling around with a girl. Oh, I know you're getting turned on because my udders are dangling in your face. I should be milked into a bucket and then raped with a bottle rocket. Little fat-titted nothing. I am being too easy on myself. You're right, sir. My self-esteem is good.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Oh, dinner. Hey, man. Here you go. No. That's cool. Keep it. Chicken.
XM 202.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
We're up to segment 8 of the Opie and Anthony program. Oh, want to thank Rich Voss for stopping by to help us out.
I love that last guy that was you interviewed.
You got to get on Mike a little bit. Yeah, Will Arnett from Arrested Development. That was a lot of fun.
Well,
You never know how those things are going to go, but that was a good one.
Well, he knew me. That's why I liked him.
Anthony,
Of course.
Electra getting bad reviews. This is kind of the speed round. Where's my prep sheet? I lost mine. I want to make sure we get to everything that we were supposed to. But Electra is getting kind of bad reviews.
What's her face?
Jennifer Garner or whatever.
Jennifer Garner, yeah. She hurt her back doing that movie, too. Some stunt.
It's the spin-off of Daredevil, and it's going to be a piece of crap.
They're going to really have to do something with those superhero comic book movies. They're just pumping out too many now, where characters that who gives a crap. Stick to your, basics, your Batman.
That's the latest.
Superman.
That's the latest trend, though. They're even bringing Batman back just because Spider-Man did so well.
Batman's coming back, but that kind of looks cool.
I know, but that franchise was dead.
It was because of the way they did it.
Right.
I like the fact that they could bring it back and do it totally differently. They're going back to the beginning, right? It's
yeah,
it's back right after his parents have died.
Right.
And they show the whole torment, how he becomes Batman, everything.
Yeah,
Christian
that looks
Bale.
pretty cool. Christian Bale is going to be Batman. He's a pretty cool actor. And then they got Superman coming out, and I think I finally saw some of the casting. Lex Luthor. This pisses me off. It's Kevin Spacey.
Yep.
Enough Kevin Spacey.
And Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane.
I don't think Kevin Spacey's going to.
You don't think
be
he
a
can
good
pull that
Lex
off?
Luthor.
He's a great actor, man.
You see
something about him bugs the crap out of me.
You see Catwoman?
No, I
was
didn't see that piece of crap.
It was so bad they took her Oscar for Monsters Ball back. That's how bad it was.
It's going to have to go back to having sex on screen again. That was such a hot freaking scene.
Oh, the one where she's with Billy Bob Thornton. Getting nailed.
Oh, my God. That's one of the hottest scenes
It's-
ever.
How good is it on a cow? God,
She just needed it, and she needed it then.
Oh, after that scene.
It was amazing.
You know when you were in camp, you used to take the candles and drip them on the bottles to make the... That's what my stomach looked like after that scene. That was
I love when sex scenes are not about love, man, in movies.
That was a
I
good one.
really
Just
do.
bang.
The other one I
Not
really
in
love
half.
is the one from the drug movie. What? Traffic, where the white chick.
That sucks, that scene.
I love that scene, man, because she was doing it for the drugs. I mean,
Oh, that's awful.
and Michael Douglas is so close to finding her, but falling just short. And there's the big black guy banging his daughter because she's addicted to cocaine.
Isn't that horrible?
That scene is so hot, and she's looking up in a.
How is that hot?
I don't know, man. But when it's not about love, these scenes, it's something.
Oh,
it's
the whitey comes right out of me when I see that scene. I'm just like, oh, no.
You feel like George
No.
C. Scott looking for his daughter.
in hardcore.
Yeah, or 9.5 weeks. Remember
And
that?
don't because these idiot listeners don't confuse it. I'm not into rape scenes and scenes that are forced. It's more scenes that the woman knows what she's doing, but it's not about love.
What
Okay,
did she
it's
know
about
what she was doing in that scene.
It's about getting the drugs. It's about being lonely, like Halle Berry was in Monsters Ball. I love those scenes in movies. It drives me nuts. Sorry.
In Ironweed.
Disturbing.
In the car.
Ironweed?
Well, it was for alcohol. There was a sex
Oh, that
scene
movie
with it.
Ironweed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw that.
So Electra is going to be a crappy movie, looks like. Oh, we didn't even get to Celebrity Fit Club today with Ralphie May. He's coming in next week.
I saw it. We got clips and stuff.
Yeah, we got. Maybe we could do a quick clip here. I don't know where. There's so. I mean, these guys are doing such a good job for us these days that there's too much stuff.
This is the degrade
I shouldn't say
the
that
fat
because then they're
people.
going to start slacking again.
Degrade the fat
Yeah.
people show.
You know, our country, it's all, now we care about who loses weight. That's what it's about. Losing weight and catching criminals.
You know what it is, though? It ain't about the losing weight.
Yeah.
It's the freak show. This is a circus sideshow on television. The people used to go into tents and pay the carnival barker to go see the big fat lady. Now you turn on your TV,
But
you
what's
can see
wrong
a
with
bunch
that?
of fat people.
I wanna see this
there's
crap.
nothing wrong with it. I was watching it. When I was watching and laughing as they split them into two teams and put them both on each side of a balance scale.
One of the Baldwins is on it, right? He's
Yeah.
like the Eric Douglas of Baldwins. You know, his brother's going, Jesus, look at him. Look at him. He's a mess. You know, he's on
A
TV.
complete mess. And meanwhile, Alec Baldwin's put out a
I
couple
know.
of good movies recently. He's in a TV show.
He's
And then he's got to watch his brother on a scale with fat people.
He did one of the best monologues in Glengarry Glen Ross, and his brother standing on a scale with Kim Coles.
Scale with Wendy, the Snapple girl.
All right. All right, he just did a scene with Dustin Hoffman and Jack Lemmon, and his brother's up there. His brother's standing on a scale on VH1.
He's doing sit-ups next to Biz Markie. Oh, that is life stinks.
Oh man,
that is awful.
That is funny.
I was digging the show. I was watching it.
Yeah,
cool.
I think I called Ralphie May out on this. Maybe not on the air, but maybe off. I don't remember, but I did. I brought it up to him because they have that footage of him underwater.
Underwater,
swimming.
man.
They only film that because it looks absolutely awful.
He's in swim trunks.
Listen,
he's got no shirt on.
Ralphie took his clothes off when we were at the house on Last Comic Standing. You couldn't see his unit. It was like a meat mud flap hanging over his unit, right? I've gone out to dinner with Ralphie many times.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we went to a sushi restaurant. $400 a sushi he ordered. Like $400. I'm not lying.
Because he ordered the baby seal.
Everything's, I'm telling you.
That old gag for the old listeners, Al Roker, blah, blah, blah.
We were watching that show, and I'm not giving anything away because it said on the show. Didn't he gain? Wasn't he supposed to lose weight or something?
Yeah, he's supposed to lose weight on the show. Does he gain
I don't know. It's what the show. I sort of come in the show. I never watch these shows. And
if he's gaining weight, that's scary because he had the stomach thing done.
He had. Listen to me. One, that show, he's got. You can't lose.
He should
weight.
have his kitchen staple.
Well, that's my line. All right, Ralphie's around. I mean, he's a great around the country. He sells out his race. But here's the thing. Ant
he does
do
the black humor. I saw him at Caroline's. I thought he was hilarious.
Ant is the host.
Ant's the host who's. I'm telling you, every time he speaks, Liberace rolls over in his grave.
Oh, I
know.
Rolls over, butt up.
Horrible.
He is. I can't stand that guy.
He is so unfunny.
He's not funny at all. Sorry, not funny. It's that over-the-top gay act that just, sorry, it's being done already. Look up Mario Cantone.
Yeah. And outside last conversation to me, he said to me, he goes, "Am I a hack?" What?
What?
To the third power.
Do you have to hack mean faggot?
I know.
Do you have to ask?
Oh, hold on, Baldwin's going back on the scale.
We got the audio of Daniel Baldwin going on the scale.
Oh, we do?
On this new show. Let's take a listen.
Daniel, your weight tonight is 264 pounds. How do you feel about that?
That's high.
That's
You
high.
may appear to be the fittest and most athletic member of the group.
Yeah.
But your blood work actually reveals a different picture. You're on the very brink of diabetes.
Wow, that's very scary. My mother was diagnosed with latent diabetes in her late 50s.
It tends to run in families.
Is Alec Baldwin sitting there watching this, just wanting to slit his wrists? Just like, I work hard to be an actor, I'm doing, and there's my brother, standing on a fat scale, being told he has diabetes.
On VH1.
On VH1.
And a lot of these stupid rubes that watch this show, they don't pay that close attention, so they're thinking it might even be Alec Baldwin on that scale, because they look close enough.
If you put those three brothers together, it's like the evolution of horrible in this poster. Just VH1, then a horrible movie, and then Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Who was banging Kim Basinger, and this guy's probably hitting on the Snapple girl, like you said.
Oh, Wendy the Snapple girl.
So funny.
The next weigh-in is Judge Maybelline from Divorce Court.
Yeah, she's the divorce court judge.
You saw this show last night?
Yeah, I was watching it. They're standing there, very judgmental. The judges, whatever they are, they're sitting there on this panel, and there's this huge lighted scale. A platform, really. It's not even a scale. It's like a truck where the trucks pull up on the highway, and they stand on it, and then a little digital readout comes out in front of one of the judges, and he tells them their weight. And they're all like, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very somber moment, very serious. You're not supposed to laugh. Meanwhile, like I'm home with my chick taking bets on what it's going to be. It's got to be over 3 bills. Got to be over 3 bills on this one, man.
Wait, didn't you see when they were on the balance scale at the end?
Oh, at the end is the best part. Yeah, it's not the balance. But then they put him on this giant Ant comes down and go, and let's unveil the biggest balance scale ever. And they load him on and talk about as a team, they're both like 1 ton each. It's horrible. And they put him on, and the scale tips over one way a little bit.
It's the kind of scale Colombians weigh drugs on.
Yeah, it's giant. You know? It's a giant balance beam scale. Balance scale.
All right, here's Judge Maybelline getting weighed in.
Good evening, Judge.
Good evening, Dr. Katz.
Please step on the scale.
Doctor.
Oh, my God. Do I have to?
Ha, 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 ha. They all
You
made
gonna
little
announce to the
scale
world?
jokes.
Right so.
Oh, goodness.
They could already figure it out by
Judge.
looking at you, idiot.
Tonight, your weight is 208 pounds.
208. You know what's great to watch about this show? When they step up to the scale, all these fatties are like trying to joke about it.
Yeah.
Like they're all going, all right, well, like one guy stands on one foot, like that's going to make a difference on the scale, and ha, and they try to get a laugh, and the judges are just looking at them because they know where that humor attempt is coming from that sad place in that fat little chest.
Taylor, I saw just a peek when we were, in the office before the show today, and they also are doing something where they show the person what they're going to look like if they continue.
Yeah, they did
down
that
this
with
road.
Mia.
Mia
who is
Tyler?
Is her last name Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Or did she change it? It's Liv Tyler's fat sister. Which, man, if you got to be fat, why would you have Liv Tyler for a sister? That is the most awful thing.
And Liv Tyler had a kid recently, so the two sisters kind of bonded because Liv Tyler probably gained, maybe 30, 40 pounds during her pregnancy.
Yes.
So
Look, I'm fat like you.
I'm fat like you, but then, lost it in one day, and Mia's still fat, though.
And the judges go, what went wrong? They say that. None of them want to tell my uncle touched me. But, Ralphie goes, well, I was in a car accident. I broke a lot of bones. Obviously not your jawbone, okay?
What was the car accident? They put the big thing of ribs on the side window and your car tipped over? Unbelievable. Bismarcky was up there. He took his shirt off. I swear to God, it looked like he should have started throwing feces at the camera and punching shrubbery.
It looked like a National Geographic.
It did.
If he lost 5 pounds just in his bottom lip that hung down.
Oh, Jesus.
My God, what a mess.
Did he have baloney tits and all that?
Oh, disgusting. Yeah. Big fat mess, Bismarcky.
Yeah, so
and then they showed them all younger in these old pictures of them, and they weren't all fat when they were kids.
Yeah, because they were fetuses, the pictures.
Yeah. They were sonograms, but...
So they showed Mia and what she's going to look like if she continues eating.
Yeah, they did a computer animation of her body blowing up.
And, of course, they make it just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Blowing up her body.
I think they just superimposed Ralphie May's body on her head.
But, to be on fat, they're round. They're a game on the beach. That's what they are with kids. They're round.
They're opening themselves up for ridicule.
Well,
if there's someone out there going, this is a serious...
stop
shut
it.
up.
You know what? It's not. You know
It's
what?
a freak show.
Hire an assistant to do this. Smack your hand. Okay, that's the big. You're overweight. In this country, we're just a bunch of babies. Oh, we can accept. We're all sad.
It has to. What it is.
It's gotten to the point too. These celebrities are just so desperate for attention.
Yep.
Now they'll just ridicule themselves.
They present it under the guise of helping. Again, this reality show. You can't put a reality show on and actually be real about what it's about. This isn't about, let's try to help them lose weight and get healthier. It's let's put a bunch of fat people on a balance scale. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it's not about them losing weight, because the payoff's not enough on these shows.
Right.
Because it's not a big enough payoff
Who cares?
in 10 episodes. Okay, so they lose 12 pounds. It's a big deal.
No,
big
it's
deal.
get
That's
Ralphie May in a bathing suit and throw him in the pool with an underwater camera so it looks like a manatee.
Yeah, a trip to Aqua World.
Yeah. Ralphie May gets out of the water. He's got propeller marks on his back from the speedboats in the channel. Sure.
We'll talk to him about this next week. I can't wait.
And he's a great guy. He
we
really
love
is
him.
a nice guy. He's a funny...
He may have saved our career the last time we was
They
here.
showed his
Really?
chick.
Yeah.
They showed his chick on this show. They showed him at home eating in the kitchen. I'm like, his chick is pretty hot.
Yeah, but you know what his chick
beautiful.
said on the show? She's sweet.
She's
too.
beautiful, really nice girl.
She goes, I met Ralphie, and it would have been rude if I didn't go out with him. Because it was, what are you even talking about? If you met, if you met, what do you call it? The kid from Mask, it wouldn't be rude not to go out. I mean, Ralphie's a great guy. He's a friend. I'm not trashing Ralphie at all. He's really my friend, and I think he's really funny.
Well, she thinks that way because she's from Canada.
It's odd.
The chick is from Canada, too?
Yeah.
It's odd that you would get an attractive, skinny girl.
Yeah.
By no stretch of the imagination, even chubby. she's skinny. And it's rare that you would get a girl like that hooking up with a fat guy.
Well, maybe she always wanted to be a top. What?
Here's audio of Mia Tyler getting weighed.
Right?
Good evening, Mia.
Hi.
Please step on the scale.
Boing. Spring
Mia?
shoots out.
Tonight, your weight is 210 pounds.
210, baby.
Over the last year, roughly, you've gained a considerable amount of weight, about 30 pounds.
About 35 pounds.
35 pounds.
35 pounds she gained over the past year because she got married. That's the whole deal.
Yeah, that's what she said.
She married the drummer from what band? Damn it. Can't remember.
Mia?
Yeah.
Mia married a rock star, too?
Well,
or whatever.
And he gained 50 pounds since they were married.
What the hell are they doing?
I can't remember the name of the band.
They'll
bring it. They'll bring it in. Yeah, really. Just eating. What do you want to do tonight, honey? Eat. All right. Let's go out and eat. Hey, and you're thinking you're thinking if you marry Mia Tyler, I'm sure you're thinking Liv is in there under that fat. Liv Tyler is there. If she just cuts down on eating and gets skinny because her face looks like Liv Tyler. So if I could just get her to slim down, fast forward a year, she's fatter than when you married her.
And so are you.
Oh, and so are you.
Liv
What
Tyler,
a
Liv
plan
Tyler, she was
backfired.
Stung by a bee.
Hive.
Right. Yeah, live with an allergic reaction.
Right. She ate too much shrimp.
That's right. That would be a great show. Is you take hot girls that are just trying to lose 5 pounds.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And just ridicule them because they gained a pound.
Yeah,
that would be the way to go.
Just give them an eating disorder.
And you know that's the direction we're going in. It starts with this, but then it's like, you got to top yourself.
Fox's binge and purge.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we weigh you this week, we'll allow you 5 minutes in the bathroom. Good luck.
I'm so fat. You can see her elbow bones sticking out.
So, Tammy, you were up to 50 laxatives a day.
That's great.
Where did it go wrong?
Oh, that's great.
Well, my mother was Lady Di.
Put her on a balance scale with a ferret and it doesn't move.
Wow. Papa Roach is the name of the
Papa
band.
Roach, right.
Yeah.
The drummer from Papa Roach.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, that's so funny.
How about you don't pop another donut in your mouth, fatty? Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great show.
Hot girls.
All the hot chicks that are losing weight like Mike Brady.
Yeah, just hot chicks. Because, the fat people are going, and they're just trying to lose 3 pounds, and they're going nuts over, I'm on Atkins, and it's not, I just got to lose 3 pounds.
3 more. Fingers down the throat. That's great. Oh, here we go.
One of the contestants getting ready to be weighed.
Kelly, are you okay? Kelly? Oh, she's still in the bathroom. I guess touching up her makeup.
Puking.
Oh, just puking their weight up.
Hey, this just in from one of the guys from Whackbag, so it's got to be true. Those guys are pretty accurate. No, they are, though. The Mets manager just mentioned you on Imus saying that he listens to you guys all the time.
Stop.
Willie Randolph?
Impossible.
No, Gil Hodges you're talking about.
Willie Randolph?
I don't see Willie Randolph being in our demo, do you?
I don't know. We'll see what. See what that's all about.
Hey,
That's
if it's
kinda cool.
Omar, that's great. That new GM, he's doing a good job.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Packing
Mets go.
up the Mets.
Let's go.
The
Mets.
Mets
go.
finally acting like the Yankees and buying some talent.
Well, you know what? We should just play What Do We Learn and get the hell out of here for the weekend.
Yeah, look at the time.
We came alive the last hour of the show.
Having a little bit of fun.
A lot of fun. Good way to end the week. We had a lot of fun this week.
I think so.
Kind of happy with the shows we did this week. I think we're heading in a nice direction with this program.
Yes.
Jim from Boston, what's up?
I want to play What Did I Learn?
Okay.
I learned that even a lineman in the playoffs has better hygiene than Sex Bagel.
Oh, right back to the beginning.
Teeth, hawk breath.
It always goes back to the beginning, Anthony.
Jim was listening very early this morning.
If you're just tuning in and you're getting ready for the replay, yeah, the second half of the first hour gets a little uncomfortable. A little bit.
Stay tuned.
We're trying to clean up everything. LazyStern.com. Oh no, never mind.
That's a good site.
Sorry about that. Maybe we'll get to that another day. LazyStern.com.
Oh, thanks for the picture of Ant and the big fat people on the scale.
Okay.
He's the worst.
Ben's Raw Ass, what did you learn on the show today?
Ben's Raw Ass.
Hey guys, today I learned that Jews with rabbit teeth make good fill-in hosts.
Yeah, you know.
Rich Voss, man.
Yeah, Voss gets a bad rap at times, but man, you killed today. He kills on stage. We like to abuse him, but man, you brought the funny today, Rich.
Stepped up. Had a good time with Rich on the show today.
DVD, richvoss.com.
richvoss.com.
richvoss.com. All right, let's say hi to Pinchy. Pinchy, what's up, buddy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Hey, man.
Hey, Jewy Jewstein.
Jewy Jewstein.
Hey, I learned when Lady Di dies, the only person that's going to care is the guy at the liquor store.
There you go.
Jewy Jewstein.
I don't care.
Here's the sounds of Lady Di's death.
Oh, so funny.
Gets to the pearly gates. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Rob from Long Island. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
How's that cozy bear doing this morning?
Oh, he's sweeter in the face than ever.
Yeah, he caused a lot of trouble today.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned that in the first week of spring, there's going to be plenty of fresh vagina floating in the air.
The smell of fresh vagina.
I'm going to fuck my sink now, guys. Bye.
All right.
What did he say?
Bob Kelly joke. He's going to go fuck his sink.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rich, what's up?
Yo, guys, what's up?
Hey.
I learned that Voss's mom pushed him to a gay lifestyle. He said so himself.
He did say so, indirectly. There was something going on there. Dry Hump writes, Voss killed today. I learned from Voss that it only takes a cold English muffin to get anal in Las Vegas.
Yes.
I learned today that the Opie and Anthony Show is the place for sports commentators to try their hand at stand-up and drive a Howard Cosell impression into the ground. That's Javalog J again. I learned today, this is Vanilla Thunder from Philly, throwing feces at the camera doesn't help you lose weight. Voss knows Will Arnett's cock is crooked because he's been swinging on it all morning.
Who's Will Arnett?
Who's Will Arnett?
The guy that
the guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like him.
Dude, just shut up. You had a really good appearance. Don't blow it with 30 seconds left in the show.
30 seconds left.
Just shut
Don't
up.
give
You know
the
what?
message board people to give you an excuse for being stupid.
I'm going to do you the biggest favor. I just turned your mic off. You had a great
Quit
day.
ahead.
Because that's all they're going to say now on the message board. Who's Will Arnett? Doughboy, he learned Ralphie May has a meat mud flap. He also learned Lady Di's day consists of glug, glug, glug. And Voss likes to be smashed with a 2x4 while jacking off. Chief from New York, I learned that something is wrong with Voss. He was actually funny today.
Yeah, very good.
Fat Mike Soprano, I learned that Voss dropped the Breakers Hotel. What? Voss dropped the Breakers Hotel and the word insurgents. I also learned that... What?
Don't even try.
Eric, why'd you give me that one?
7.
That was just awful.
Oh, let's go to Joe Rogan's on the line.
Joe Rogan's on the line to finish the
Joe,
story
how
that
you
he
doing?
started yesterday. Joe!
You know he's got some flaming shoes, the kind of pyro would admire. He makes contestants bring in food, and he runs the Foundry Music Empire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. He only buys flaming attire. His clothing's like a barbecue. His laundry never needs a dryer. If you're selling burning shoes, this drunken Lebanese will buy 'em. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. He only buys flaming attire. Yeah, you know he's got some flaming shoes, the kind that Satan would desire. If you're with him drinking booze, a smoke detector is required. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. He only buys flaming attire. He only buys flaming attire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire. Martini Steve's clothes are on fire.
I was walking down the street and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans." So I did. and he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.